Yep.
The prince of gladiators and heroes.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I don't know if you can see, my thing is a little frozen on my side. What's up, everybody? It's Jose Shorty Torres here. Brave Combat Federation 71 is about to start, and I am very, very excited. Man, there are a lot of really, really good fights tonight, as you see on the card. Let's see, is it this way, that way, on that side? I was like, this whole mirrored imaging is very, very new to me. Man, the fights are awesome. I'm excited to watch, and also there might be some fun news tonight. So hopefully you guys enjoy. But let's see how everything comes together. And if you guys have any questions, so if you want to watch live along with me, you can go to the Brave Combat Federation's page on YouTube, and it is live and free. So no matter where you are around the world, click that, check it out. It is live. You'll see it up there. I'll have the little red live thing there. Click it, and you can watch it simultaneously with me as well. And then there is a comment section on there. So if you have any questions for me, go on there, drop a comment, and I'm more than happy to answer if possible. So I'm actually going to join this live chat conversation and have some fun with it. Let's see.
His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, in his true warrior spirit, envisioned the growth of MMA in the region. He believed in the glory of the sport of mixed martial arts and facilitated the best MMA facility in the land. Along with brave President the Hawk, Mohammed.
And guys, remember, we could always have conversations live on YouTube. So just go to the YouTube page, Brave Combat Federation, and we can just communicate and have some fun with that.
This is the story of Brave Combat Federation.
And one of the guys, as we see right now, Valim. And I'll bump up, let's fight. And he's fighting another bantamweight on this card, and I'm excited to watch. Mahmoud. Dude, this guy, an Olympic level wrestler, a very, very high level guy as well. Super strong. Somehow he's always fit, and I'm very upset because like I'm fat and chunky, and somehow he can do the same thing but still be extreme six pack. Abbas Khan is somebody I'm excited to watch just because he has phenomenal boxing, but now he's becoming an overall well-rounded MMA fighter. This guy's been very, very active since he signed with Brave. Like I said, Zilimurad, dude, this guy's an animal and doesn't stop, and I believe is undefeated in the Brave banner. In the main event, honestly, I don't know which way it's going to go. They're both very aggressive fighters. They're both very, very good. Omar, Ilyar, and these guys go back and forth. So that one, I'm just excited. I think whoever moves back in the fight is going to be the loser. Center of the cage, aggression is my big thing. Trying to read the comments right now. I want to leave a disclaimer. At my family's house in Chicago, so I have 4 dogs. So you're gonna hear dogs in the background all the time, and probably my mother yelling for me to clean up my room. Not gonna lie, she yells at me a lot. All right, let's see. Every once in a while, even being answering questions on my Instagram. Oh, 2, 1. All right, let's get it. Brave Combat Federation 71. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen of Brave Nation, we are live from the magnificent kingdom of Bahrain. We are amazed and humbled with your support. And tonight, we give back to you, the fans. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to begin Brave CF 71. We are live right now. Before we begin, I would like to thank our leader, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa. Through his vision, we have been able to go around the globe, changing the landscape of mixed martial arts and bringing the world together through sports. Also, a huge thank you to the efforts made by Brave CF President Mohammed the Hawk Shaheed, the man that tirelessly carries out His Highness's vision across the globe. And now, in the immortal words of the legendary roaring lion, Mr. Carlos Kramer, are you ready? Finally, a huge thank you to our global partner, Green Hill, our exclusive beverage partner, Arwa, our telecommunications partner, Battleco, our hospitality partner, Nordic Palace and Spa, and our sponsor, Siatu. We thank you for all your support in making this magnificent event a reality.
So just let you guys know, we're doing the small intro for Brave. So give us some time. And then obviously once the fights start, I'm going to start getting into it with you guys and having a lot of fun. But in general, this card is pretty stacked. I believe there's only 8 fights in the card, so it should be very, very fast. And stylistically with the matchups, they are exciting. So I can see these fights actually ending in the first or second rounds, or at least going to a finish. So I don't see most of these fights going the distance.
Oh, your heart is on fire. Oh, your heart is on fire. Oh, as you breathe, the Lord shall receive the devil. The devil never sleeps. Oh, your soul is on fire.
Tonight, the most global MMA organization kicks off another Combat Kingdom series, with Brave CF 71 taking place in the beautiful Kingdom of Bahrain. In the main event of the evening, a #1 contender's bout in the featherweight division, as Omar looks to bulldoze his way to a title shot against Kazakhstan's top 145-pounder, Ilyar. Also set for fight night is the debut of the biggest amateur fighter of all time, Ramazan, and the returns of Sambo world champion Zilimurad and Egypt's Olympic superstar, Mahmoud. Tune in to watch the top fighters from around the globe under the brightest lights in mixed martial arts. Brave CF 71, live from the Kingdom of Bahrain. Catch the action live on Brave TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cage is set. The bright lights are on. The fighters are ready. Can you feel the thunder? Right now, it is time to be brave. Let's move on with our historic show as we have our first fight on tap.
I wonder what the first fight is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this first fight is presented by our global beverage partner, Arwa. First up, please welcome, representing the incredible Fighting and Fitness Center and fighting out of the Philippines, presenting Kenneth Smooth Maniga.
Like, the songs are just so epic.
Top shelf, that's the way that I like myself. You don't let me in, watch the way I invite myself. Now I'm crashing like that I couldn't imagine. Watch the way I invite myself. Now I'm crashing like that I couldn't imagine. Now I'm crashing like that I couldn't imagine. Now I'm crashing like that I couldn't imagine. Now I'm crashing.
All right, I'm trying to find. Oh, is this thing still going on? I'm trying to find Kenneth Manigat's Tapology right now. Oh, actually, they're doing it for me.
The striking of Maninga. Now, while Yakub is the favorite, the reach of Maninga and the height difference can cause monster problems for the Bahraini. Kenneth's sole loss was his Brave CF debut, which came on very short notice against Asu Almabayev. Smooth took the fight as a way to 1, test himself, and 2, get in the door at Brave CF. While he lost, he got what he wanted, a contract with the fastest growing, most global MMA organization in the world. Maninga now has the opportunity to fight in his natural weight class after sacrificing to make 125 on that short notice debut. He's a long, lanky fighter with good striking and surprising takedowns. He is a protege of Rolando D and part of the new wave of D warriors representing the Philippines on the global stage. Our head official, Declan Larkin, has now checked him out, and he is entering the Brave Combat Federation cage. He is.
All right, so it's my turn to cue in. So looking at his record, let's see. What's say at the top? Because I'm horrible at counting. So it says he's 3-2. All right, but it's weird. It says he's 3-2, but his record is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins with 2 losses. So 6 wins and 2 losses. One of them being against Asu. I'm really gonna butcher this, so I'm sorry. Asu Almabayev. Yeah, I got it. That guy ended up beating Zach Mikowski, who's a UFC veteran. You know, he was literally on the verge of, because he wasn't in the flyweight tournament, on the verge of trying to become the flyweight champion. And I believe he was undefeated in the Brave Cage. That guy was 16-2. And Kenneth only had maybe 5 fights. I think he was 3-2, or excuse me, 3-1 at the time. So the experience factor was great, but you can tell he's a game opponent, wants to fight anybody. And with his next opponent, man, it's another tough matchup, but stylistically it's a lot closer and more reasonable for him. So I think this is going to allow him, one, to be one at his weight class, but then two, fight at his best against someone around his level, because they're both kind of, coming on up. And he's fighting Abdullah. Abdullah's only 4-0, given undefeated, but around the same amount of fights, 6 fights, 5 fights, so 4 fights, very similar compared to the 16-2 guy. So, and overall, it looks like when he did lose, he lost in the second round. So, and he lost past halfway point of the fight. So he is a game opponent. But do we see Abdullah coming out? And here, let's hear some of the stats that they're saying. Dude, all of KHK's walking out with him. Like the Jamaican style feel. Let's see. Winner of the 2022 Brave Arab Fight of the Year, I'm of Europe and Oceania, bronze medalist, undefeated as a professional. Again, he is 4-0. He is more of a boxer wrestler style, but I can tell you, because I've trained with him, I actually used him to get ready for my last fight because of the size. He is extremely strong, and fun fact, he used to break dance back in the day. So when it comes to his acrobatics, his balance is phenomenal. And it's funny because I'm an All-American style wrestler, and I remember wrestling against him and taking him down. But he's strong, so I had to work. Oh, hey, advertisement. I had to work for these takedowns. And by the time I got him down, it was almost a waste of time because he just stood back up, no problem. Or he would do like a one-arm handstand or a cartwheel out of stuff. And I'm like, I don't like you. Obviously, in a good way. Let's hear this.
Is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Bantamweight division. Introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 6 wins and 1 loss. He stands at 170 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 61.1 kilograms. Representing the incredible Fighting and Fitness Center and fighting out of the Philippines, presenting Kenneth Smooth Maninga. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a mixed martial artist with a professional perfect record of 4 wins and no losses. He stands 164 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 61.1 kilograms. Presenting KHK Team Bahrain and fighting out of the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain. Presenting Abdullah Eto Al Yakub. Your referee in charge is the Vanilla Gorilla, Mr. Aaron Wallace.
All right. We look at tail of tape, 25 years old to 30. Kenneth in his prime. Abdullah still the youngin, but the reach goes to Kenneth and the height as well. All right, let's get it. So let the fight begin. The first fight of the night
with a bang
for Brave Combat Federation, 71.
Fantastic fight. Progress. Big shot landed
Abdullah,
right off the
right hook. Oh my God. Now I'm telling you, Abdullah is extremely strong. So when it comes to just his hands, he might not be technically sound throwing them. He throws bricks at you. Like he throws the entire sink, if not more.
To bring him into those deeper runs.
He starts off with good jab.
A lot of fight fans like to see that muscle, but it is true in the later rounds.
And Kenneth needs to use his length, but so far Abdullah is just shortening the distance, and now he's becoming a full-rounded stand-up fighter. Oh, nice shot. Dude, Abdullah's throwing haymakers, and those leg kicks are brutal. Kenneth hasn't been able to check one of them, but he's able to catch one right now. All right. Abdullah, I'm telling you, with that balance, he was fine with that. He's like, oh, I catch the leg. I'm good. I'll do a backflip. I don't care. Oh, beautiful uppercut. This dude, Abdullah's throwing combinations, and he look at his back muscles. He's just gigantic for no reason. It makes you go, oh, I'm at the wrong weight class. Oh, my gosh. And it looks like Kenneth right now is just trying to survive. He's throwing his little punches. Hopefully, Abdullah, he's throwing everything haymaker-wise. I'm hoping Abdullah doesn't, overexert himself too fast. But he's staying calm. He's throwing jabs. Oh, beautiful head movement with that jab. Filipinos in general are extremely tough. They're like the Mexican Asians, and Japanese. They just will go out for a war. They will not stop. They will keep on going. And they're better. They get stronger as the fight goes on. Kenneth tried to shoot. He's still trying to shoot now. Like I said, it's really hard to not just take Abdullah down, but to keep him down. But Abdullah's doing a good job of just keeping the hand control, keeping a nice whizzer, kind of having a staggered stance, hipping in here and there. But he's just so strong. I feel you, Kenneth. Trust me, I feel you.
Beautiful use of the wizard just to turn Manningham.
Abdullah just breaks away, no problem. He's just so strong.
Nation, it's typically much harder to defend against a takedown.
Oh my gosh. He's just throwing those leg kicks perfectly on the outside part of the knee, and it just hurts.
Ooh, big swing and a miss.
But Abdullah's, he's swinging too hard right now.
Slowing down. Smooth is getting a little bit slower. He's just got hit behind the ear again.
And Kenneth's taking some shots, man. This kid could hit, or he can get hit, should I say. He can take a shot. Ow.
Watch that jab. Phil, there it is.
Oh, Kenneth gets dropped by Abdullah, the 1-2. A slick 1-2. Abdullah's on top.
Big hammer fist being landed. If I was in the corner of Al Yaqub right now, I'd be saying stand up.
And I like how Abdullah is throwing the hammer fist, but to the body as well, just trying to mix it up. Kenneth seems still a little wobbled. But he also kind of looks tired, a little fatigued. Oh, that overhand right just landing beautifully by Abdullah. Oh my God. Oh, nice knee to a clinch. Oh, dude, he's just throwing haymakers now.
Smooth has now been reduced to naked shots and moving sideways. Al Yaqub stalking.
I just see people filming on the outside. Oh, nice uppercut. And Abdullah's throwing some nice combinations, man.
A little bit wide. Feels blood in the water. Thinks he can take his opponent out right now.
He has to maintain his composure. That jab is nice.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Phil. That jab is really nice.
A little bit more combination type work here, because if he follows, I was just about to say.
Oh, here, I want to hear this.
Straight.
And there it is.
Oh, another overhand right. Oh, yeah, the ref almost stopped it.
Al Yaqub needs to disengage and continue to throw those big shots.
Another 45 seconds
but
in
Kenneth
this
is
bout.
just walking forward. He's tried.
Credit is coming forward. There is no quit in this Filipino fighter.
Smooth is from the Philippines. There is no quit in that entire nation.
Oh my God.
He's damaged, but he's moving forward.
No, he's definitely damaged. He's taking a lot. And he's very, very wobbly. Oh, right outside leg
kick. Does this
kick.
become a little bit frustrating for Al Yaqub, having landed some of his best work, and Manningham is still standing toe-to-toe?
Yeah, Abdullah's landed almost every shot. And Kenneth just, I mean, he's dying, but he's not dead. Like, he just walks forward.
What we're seeing here is anti-Dagestani wrestling. It's widely agreed that
And there go my dogs. Fun mix. Half pit bull, half Yorkies. Yeah, the Yorkie's the guy.
this isn't just an improvement.
I'm proud of him. My nickname's Shorty. I don't like small dogs, but man, I respect him. Anyways.
Right hook to the thigh. Not sure I've ever seen that before.
This is what we love.
Dude, just
about
looking at the fight
fighters.
recap. Oh, and he
You
drops
see
a beautiful
their
1-2.
evolution. You see constant improvements at this stage of their career. The fighter we saw last time in the cage at Brave
I just want to
Combat
go upstairs to my
Federation
dogs.
65 in October of 2022. This is not the same man we're seeing here tonight.
Man, Abdullah looks good. He looks a lot more
Much
crisp in his last fight.
fighter.
Indeed, Phil, indeed. And I want as well to point out that Smooth is showing the heart of a warrior. He's taking shots
All right,
that
let's
would
hear
push
this.
most fighters to sleep, and instead he gets wobbled and then is right in on the hips trying to
Now,
turn things
remember,
around.
From what my experience,
Look for
Filipino
that jab
fighters
of
get
Elias.
stronger as the fight goes on.
It's going to
So
tell
he's
all in
pushing
this
through.
round.
So let's see if he's going to be better in the second round than he was in the first.
Glove touch, nice show of respect.
If you're in the corner
And
of
for
Al
Abdullah,
Yakub,
he's nothing but muscle, so he might start to tire out because he's throwing nothing but haymakers. Oh,
Another 1-2.
but it doesn't seem like it. He's just throwing.
Take a shot.
Yakub, the shorter fighter, is doing
Ooh.
something extremely unusual, which is beating the other fighter with a jab.
Oh, Kenneth is pushing the pace. He's putting Abdullah on his heels, and that's actually what he needs to do. He needs to make Abdullah panic, and that's what he's doing right now. He's a lot stronger. Oh my gosh. Kenneth is actually pushing the pace and making Abdullah wobble. Oh my gosh. This is going back and forth where he makes Abdullah take a shot. Because he was just taking too many punches. He was able to take Kenneth down. Wow, that was, see that twist? Oh, I'm calling this. Oh my gosh. Abdullah needs to finish this because Kenneth is now swinging and he's swinging back hard. And
that first round, he landed a lot of shots.
I'm telling you, Abdullah, I think, tired himself out. And he did not expect Kenneth to come back stronger.
Another big shot. These two guys are absolute warriors. What a way to
Yeah,
set
this is a
the
back
tone
and
here
forth
at
battle
Brave
this round now.
CF
And I wouldn't even say back and forth. I think Kenneth
Almost
is
as if they agree that
is
he's
pushing
reaching
forward
the
now.
middle
This is what he needs to do. But Kenneth is wobbly. It's not. This is not a clean fight by Kenneth. It's not as smooth as his nickname says he is. But he's. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is a back and forth war, but Kenneth just won't stop punching.
Forward, again, forcing Al Yakub into the takedown.
For sure, Phil.
We're still very, very early into the second
Abdullah
round.
he has no choice but to make this a ground fight. The only problem is, I know from experience that that's not what he wants to do, or stylistically what his body's built for. He likes to strike, so he might tire himself out more doing this. And Kenneth, I think he's plateaued when it comes to how tired he's gonna get, so I don't think he can get more tired. And he reverses it and takes Abdullah down, but Abdullah gets back up because he's so damn strong. Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to hear the commentary.
Brave Nation, it is not possible to see it, but those television lights are brutal. If you're standing
Oh
in the
my
cage,
gosh.
refereeing, if you're just standing
They're
in the
hot.
cage talking, it's tough. I'm not kidding when I say it's tough. You walk out of that cage after just a minute under
They're
those
hot.
television lights, and you feel a little
Oh.
bit dizzy.
huge
Fighting like
knee.
this, it is a monster task.
Huge knee right up the
Beautiful
middle.
knees by Abdullah.
From Al
That's what he
Yakub.
needs to do.
Right
Nice jabs.
by the
He's checking his
momentum
distance.
seems to
He's
be
throwing the
shifting back in
haymakers.
favor of
He
Al
got
Yakub.
Kenneth on the fence. This is what he needs to do.
Like I said, Manny got
Kenneth,
to
man,
take a
it just
shot.
won't stop. He's trying. He's doing just enough to survive, too.
It's Wild Brave Nation. We are literally in an empty arena, and there are
I might-
still huge shouts from
Oh,
Yakub.
beautiful.
Beautiful takedown.
Beautiful
Monster moment.
takedown
This
by
could
Abdullah.
be
That
it.
was awesome. A nice little outside reap.
Cutting through into
Oh, that was so
Mount.
cool. And he gets him out.
Big shot
Oh,
being
he's going to
landed.
finish this
And
fight.
That is it.
That is it. Phenomenal
Abdullah
fight by
into
Abdullah.
Al Yakub with an absolutely huge
Oh, my
win.
goodness.
Stays unbeaten.
With the
second
beautiful
finish.
outside reap to a mount. Oh, don't do a backflip. Don't do the backflip. Don't. He looked like he was gonna step on top of the fence and try to do a backflip. No. Or the Justin Gaethje. Gosh, Justin Gaethje, he can do it, but I don't trust anybody else to do it. Abdullah was too tired. Oh man, look at the fight replay. So he just goes for the outside reap. Beautiful setup to step in, man. Training with Eldaroff, it has been definitely beneficial for him. He immediately knee slides to the mount and just postures up and starts throwing strikes, and Kenneth just wasn't defending himself properly. But once he went over to the side, the ref knew it was over. But man, Kenneth he just didn't stop. He just didn't stop. He tried. The second round, he got stronger, came back, and he put Abdullah on his heels and forced Abdullah to now make it an MMA fight and go for the takedowns, and he did. And I think that slowed down Kenneth a little bit more. Oh, you see him doing? Oh my gosh! See, he's breakdancing. I told you, he's doing the windmill inside. That is awesome. This man can't do it all. Let's hear what they got to say. That is awesome, man.
Take a round and come from behind.
No, man, this fight went back and forth. Abdullah dominated the entire first round. He put Kenneth on his heels. But then Kenneth was like, no, all right, my turn. And put Abdullah on his heels because you could tell that Abdullah was tired. Then after that, he pushed back. And it just became back and forth. And what Abdullah needed to do was mix it up. And that's what he did. He wrestled. He goes, you know what? I'm now losing the stand-up battle. Let me mix it up. Take him down. And from there, he just was able to tire out Kenneth. And Kenneth, man, I think because he was so wobbly, his body just couldn't cooperate properly. Got taken down, and his body just gave up on him. But man, Kenneth, he is a warrior. He fought until the very end, and that was amazing. And now for the official decision.
See the Brave Combat Federation cage?
That was amazing.
About to get it official, Brave Nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to open the card here at Brave 71. Referee Aaron Wallace has called a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 15 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner via TKO, fighting under the red corner, Abdullah Eto Ayaku.
Congratulations, brother. That was an awesome, awesome fight. And he does a front flip. Yeah, that's an amazing job. He did phenomenal. He's showing how much better he's getting. Improves now to 5-0, and that was a great fight for him. Oh, it's here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a victorious Abdullah Al-Yaqub. Congratulations on a fantastic performance. The striking seemed to be the difference for you. It seems to be that is the most improved aspect of your game. Is that something that you've been working on back in the gym?
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. سبب السترايكينج مالي التطوير مالي سبب هاي الشخص اللي معاي كنت أتدرب معاه في التمرين ومتفوق في السترايكينج، وأنا لعبت وياه السترايكينج فتطورت أكثر وأكثر مع محمد زهير بعد، فمن كذي صرت أفضل في السترايكينج والحمد لله.
He's very happy and he's very proud, and he's thanking his training partner, his coaches, for his performance. And he was planning very well for this event, and everything went well with the game plan, and he was sure from the result.
So were you surprised at just how tough Maninga was, at how many shots he was able to take inside the cage? Because you landed some heavy shots.
كنت بتضربه ضربات قوية وكانت مؤثرة. كنت مخطط للضربات القوية ديت.
لا كنت مخطط، يعني من اول ما دشيت الكيج ما كنت مخطط بشيء. انا يعني دائما احب اذا ادش الكيج ادرس خصمي ما يحتاج انا ادرسه، بس من ادش اعرف اشوف حركته واشوف كل شيء، هنا اتحرك معه واعرف شنو انا اطلع وما اطلع. لكن اذا تميت افكر واقول شنو هاي عنده ما عنده، انا ما بقدر انفعل وياه. من كذي انا انفعل ويا كل خصومي اللي العب وياهم، انفعل وياهم لان ما خطط شنو عندهم ما عندهم.
Actually, he didn't plan for this before the fight, but when he get into the cage, everything changed. He started to see his moves. He started to see how he's reacting, and he was planning for this, and it was going very well.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic victory. We look forward to seeing you again in the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time.
I thank you for Sheikh Khalid and for Eldar and for all coach for me. And for all guys for me for training. Thank you so much.
Once again, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Abdullah Eto Al-Yaqub.
Dude, that honestly was a very, very great fight. That was back and forth. And again, Abdullah being one of my training partners, it's awesome to see my teammates succeed. but just watching and seeing how much they've improved as well in a very tough fight is even better to watch. So that's what I'm a fan of. Yes, I want to see my friends win an easy fight and be healthy, but they're going back and forth, seeing what they're really made of and pushing through and showing for themselves, like, man, this is the sport I need to be in, I should be in, and I deserve to keep on growing, and all this hard work is paying off. Congratulations to Abdullah. That was amazing, man. That was the first fight. That was the first fight. We got 7 more. And he does the windmill. This dude is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Again, if you're not watching this, Brave Combat Federation on YouTube. It is free. It is live. Check it out. This was amazing, man. Hell, I'm going to put you guys on my Instagram. Oh, I just missed it. Yo, guys, I'm watching Brave Combat Federation 71 live streaming. I'm all set up. I'm all decked out, but I'm in my room. Yo, that first fight was awesome. Congratulations, Abdullah. Not just the windmill, but showing how much you've improved and showing the dominance in the fight, being able to come back through adversity in that second round and just being an overall MMA fighter and just improving. Dude, you snapped. That was amazing. Congratulations. And again, if you guys want to watch live and free, go back to my last story and watch either Brave Combat Federation live and free on YouTube or even what I'm doing, the watch party, or you can do it simultaneously. We'll have some fun.
When he takes on Ruel Pañales, who makes his flyweight Brave CF debut, following an intense rivalry with Mo Farad at Bantamweight.
Ito.
Coming up next, Maysara Mohammed takes on Ruel Big Sick Pañales in a flyweight bout.
All right, let's see.
Brave Nation, before we continue, a major thank you to Green Hill as our global partner for all
let's
their
hear this.
support. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our next warriors. Fighting out of the blue corner, representing the Incredible Fighting and Fitness Center, and fighting out of the Philippines, presenting Ruel Bagsig Pañales.
All right, let's see who's coming out. Let me see if I can pull up that topology. Whoa. Let's see. No. No, it's not. It's on the undercard, so I can't find his thing, and I need to be able to spell his name correctly. That's my hard part. I need to find the actual Brave page because I need to look up that fight specifically. How do you spell his name? Pañales. No, I found him. All right. This guy walking out is 4-0. Another tough fighter from the Philippines. Let's see. His last fight he won by Dr. Stoppage. The last fight he won from that was referee stoppage. Exhaustion. He exhausted his opponent. Think about that. He's like, I'm not even going to finish you. I'm just going to tire you out and make you give up. This guy's legit. All right. All pro wins by stoppage. Undefeated in his pro career. Let's see. Also won by a Von Fluke choke. OSP is phenomenal with that. Von Fluke choke. I call it like the petty choke because it's very hard to get. But if you're good at it, you make people who are good feel dumb. Like it's like a black belt going with a white belt, or a black belt going with a brown belt. It's like, I'm still better than you. and another fight won by rear naked choke, and another fight he won by injury. Basically, the guy gave up too. He could not continue, or his body gave up on him. So this guy right now is think about it. A lot of them are doctor stoppage. That is amazing. All right. Maisara Mohammed. He's 6-0 with 1 draw. I feel you on the draw. They're not fun. But let's see. From Egypt. I believe there's 2 Egyptian fighters in this card. Him and Mahmoud. All right. Let's see. Undefeated as well. All right, besides the 1 draw. But still technically undefeated. Let's see. His last fight he won. The guy was 12-3. This guy is only, at the time, I believe it was only 4-0. So the guy was 12-3. And he wins by a TKO KO in round number 2. Then he won in round number 3, TKO. Let's see, another TKO, another TKO. And his first fight, his debut, he won by decision. So all of these fights, and we look at the guys he's fought against. So 0-0 his debut, and then the fights get harder. 3-1 finishes him. 5-4 again, even though not the best record, the guy has 9 fights over him. He's only 1-0 at the time, or excuse me, 2-0 at the time. Finishes him. Next guy 7-2. Now he's facing a legit opponent. Finishes him. Then goes against another guy 3-1. But again, this guy is only Maisara is only 3-0, or excuse me, 4-0. So that the same amount of fights, so it works out well. Then he fights a guy who was 12-3 his last fight. Another good fighter. He's the number 1 flyweight and bantamweight in Egypt. 7-fight undefeated streak. So this guy is doing his thing, man. All right, I'm excited to see how this guy plays out. And his picture, he has a belt. So I don't know if this was a professional belt or an amateur belt. But either way, man, he's doing work. He's fit too. He's lean. He's a machine. Flyweight and bantamweight, so pretty much like me, given I'm bantamweight now, I'm too fat and happy. You see these cheeks? I'm thick. But with that being said, this might be a possible future opponent in Brave. Like, he's someone I'm excited to watch because you see the type of resume he has. It was the same thing as me. I think at the time I was 1-0. I fought a guy who had 16 pro fights. 3-0, 7-2, 4-0. The guy was 18-2, UFC veteran. And then I just kept on going up from there. So he's literally following the blueprint, given he created that part himself. But he's doing his thing, and he's super fit. Are all Egyptians fit, dude? Because this is not fair. Him and the Olympic wrestler, Mahmoud, man, it's like, why are you guys all so jacked? This is not cool. This is not fun at all. But while the announcements are made, I'm going to take a potty break. So I'll be right back. Might come back with the slushy.
This next battle is 3 5-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with an undefeated professional record of 4 wins and no losses with 1 no contest. He stands 165 centimeters tall and weighs an even 57 kilograms. Representing the Incredible Fighting and Fitness Center and fighting out of the Philippines, presenting Ruel Bagsik Badiales. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a mixed martial artist with an undefeated professional record of 6 wins, no losses, and 1 draw. He stands 169 centimeters tall and weighs already 57.2 kilograms. Representing Hero Academy and fighting out of Alexandria, Egypt, presenting Maisara Mohammed. Your referee in charge is Decky, the Bandit Larkin.
Decky, the Bandit Larkin. 25, 26 years old, both around the same age. The height advantage goes to Maisara, and the weight virtually identical. Yo, this fight started off fast. They just both ran to the center.
Maisara taking a slightly bladed stance, moving in and out very wisely, attacking that lead leg with a side kick.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
Maisara's
speed
aggressive
shown by
and he's
Maisara so
fast.
far.
Even those little spiking kick that John Jones likes to do.
That always takes an opponent just a little bit longer, but we're seeing southpaw versus southpaw here, which is a very, very interesting dynamic.
Very different to see
The
southpaw.
likelihood
versus
is that
southpaw.
neither fighter has had a lot of
Maisara's,
southpaw
he's
to begin with
fast,
here.
man. Muhammad's very, very fast.
It is a relatively small percentage of the population. I personally hate teaching them because everything's backwards.
Hey, whoa, steady on.
Ooh.
We're seeing excellent low. Oh, I was about to say we're seeing excellent low attacks from Maisara.
Yeah.
He comes up high with a hook kick. That was not by accident, Brave Nation. That was by design.
No, I agree with you,
Maisara
Kurt.
is playing with a distance between
So,
the fighters. He's using
Maisara
those kicks
Mohammed,
to stay
you
exactly
can
where
tell
wants
he has a
to be.
wider
He
stance,
takes
more of a,
nasty shots
I
on
wouldn't
the
say for
outside
sure
with the
karate
control
style
right there.
background, but he has that stance where he can throw those versatility of kicks, the diversity of kicks. And he has the blitzing forward. So honestly, he might have started off with Taekwondo or karate because of how he blitzes forward. And it's very like 1-2-1. He's not huge in the clinch. That's but he drops this guy with the straight left. Oh my gosh. As I say, I'm like, oh, he's not the best at the clinch. He takes a good knee, but oh my gosh. He took the knee, went back, and immediately did a blitzing left hand and dropped the guy. Oh my gosh. That was fast. So he takes the knee to the head and immediately overhand left. And honestly, I do believe he has a karate style background because even the way he brought that punch back, it looks more like point fighting where he's like, and comes back. But he hit the guy and the guy, floop. Oh my gosh. Panyales was taking some shots, but that one, it was too much. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. And he's young and he's healthy. And looking at his style, he's going to be a dangerous person for anyone to go up against. Dude, that was awesome. He's quick. He's very, very quick. Man, and Panyales was trying, man. He was pushing back and forth, but he couldn't keep up with the pace. And I think the speed was the biggest advantage for Mohammed. But very respectful, a hug, sportsmanship. Mohammed's quick, man. Like I said, looking at the resume, I was like, okay, he has something on him. But just the way he moved, going back and forth, the way he was able to go in and out, the way he was able to blitz forward, and especially with that straight left hand, like that was clean. That was really, really clean.
Winning and losing corner, of course, being consoled by their own coaches or cheered, but they also talk to the opposite.
Now let's hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Declan Larkin, has called a halt to the action at 1 minute and 25 minutes of the very first round. Declaring your winner, fighting under the red corner, Maisara Mohammed.
Congratulations, that was an awesome fight. Seriously, that was a very, very good performance. He's someone I'm excited to see again. Let's hear the interview.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a victorious Maisara Mohammed. We said in commentary that your striking is just a level above most of the people that you've fought. Talk me through that finish and talk me through that beautiful left hand.
بيقول ان انت الليفل بتاعك في السترايكنج اعلى من الناس اللي انت لعبتهم، فكلموا على يعني تحضيرك للسترايكنج وعن الشمال القويه اللي دايما بتفنش بيها كل الفايتس بتاعتك.
نشلت خلاص هتيجي، ادام نشلت خلاص لابسه.
If he gets a target, it's done. He's gonna finish.
Now, we saw when the announcement was being made, you were making this motion. Now, there are two guys fighting tonight in the flyweight division. You have Zilimurad taking on Nicolas. Do you think that you deserve a title shot before one of those fighters, or would you like to fight the winner of that fight?
انت بعد ما خلصت يعني عملت كده ان انت عايز تلعب على الحزام، في اتنين النهارده فلاي ويتس هيلعبوا في الايفنت، فانت شايف هل انت فعلا تستحق ان انت تلعب على الحزام؟
كلهم.
Yeah, I can fight them all. I can fight them all. I can eat them all. I can beat them all.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations on a fantastic performance. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, my Sarah Mohammed.
This guy has swagger. I like him. He's young, he's hungry, and he's super talented. He doesn't need to call anybody out. He shouldn't. For him, he's just on his way up, and this is a statement. This is a statement for everyone in the flyweight division, hell, me in the bantamweight division, of like, this guy will be a force to be reckoned with. I don't know if he's at our level exactly yet, but he is tough. He's strong, and the biggest strength that he has is that he's hungry. And that's the biggest thing. He wants to showcase his skills, and that he did it tonight. But seriously, why are all these Egyptians so buff? This is not fair at all. Do you have a nutritionist? Is it genetics? Is it what? Is there some in the hieroglyphs? I don't know. Like, please tell me. Let's see. Are we moving on to the main card now? Where are we at? No, we still have two more fights on the prelims. The next fight is Maev, hopefully I'm saying that right, versus Farah. And then what I'm excited for, the 3-time IMF world champ, Ramazan Gitinov, versus, oh gosh, I hope I can say this, Shorty? I don't know if that's, I don't know if you rolled the double R's. Latino,
Training for
maybe.
mind, body, and spirit. Brave. It's more than a gym.
But that's the fight I'm excited because Ramazan, and I've trained with him given he's a lot bigger. 3-time world champ. I did it, then others did it, and then you have Mohammed, which is probably the more famous guy who's done it. But then you look at Ramazan, he is the only person to become a 3-time world champ. Or I believe the first person. Could be wrong. But just to be able to do it twice was extremely difficult. To do it 3 times in the adult division, in the senior division, should I say, above 21. Like, that's phenomenal. It's very, very hard to do. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Let's hear the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on, a shout out to our hospitality partner, Nordic Spa and Palace, for all their support on making this event a reality. Moving right along to the super lightweight division. First up, please welcome, representing TriStar Gym Lebanon and fighting out of Lebanon, presenting Elias, the Soul Taker. All
right, let's see. Trying to look him up on the Soul Taker. So he's 1-1. Still very, very brand new in his career. Just coming off of a loss. And his first fight he won by decision. So, or at least it just says a win. So I don't know if it was by anything, but his fight that he lost by rear naked choke. So you look at that with only 2 fights experience. I go, cool. Right now his biggest weakness is the ground. Never know. He's also from Lebanon. So with that being said, at least from what I've seen in my experience of fighters out there, they're more stand-up fighters, whether they're karate style or just boxers. Are more good kickboxers, but overall stand-up has been, from what I've seen, their biggest strength. So with that rear naked choke, it doesn't come as a surprise to me that the ground would be his weakness. These walkout songs are dope. I would play it louder, but I don't want to like bombard you guys with music. But let's see. Lebanon. Oh, hey, we got Mohammed Fakhreddin there, the two weight division champion for Brave. Also fought for the absolute belt. Man, Mohammed Fakhreddin is a pioneer in the sport for Arab fighters, no matter what country you're from, and especially in Lebanon. Like he is, you follow his blueprint, you're gonna get very far in your career.
To the ceiling, skies has always been the limit. Grinding till we all up in the shining when we all finish. I'm large and I'm love in a minute. You don't know the boy, I've been going for a minute. Every day up top, I'm long for a minute. Sitting in the throne and I'm sport up in it. And I'm sport up in it. Long days and late nights. I sacrificed them date nights. I sacrificed them clubs. Held it down till I could take flight. Cause I'ma go hard. 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 I'ma take off. I'ma take off.
And now, we welcome his
next
opponent,
guy.
representing Hyperion Fighters and fighting out of Turkey. Give it up for Hamza Bars.
All right, let's see. Say Hamza. Oh, actually, I can click the next fight right here. What am I doing? Kazmat. Excuse me. Kazmat Maev. 3-0. And he won his last fight by guillotine choke. So it already shows the strength of him. The being able to take it down to the ground. But when we look at his second fight, he won by punches. So I don't know. Just says punches. So I don't know if that was on the feet or on the ground. And his first fight, he won by TKO round 1. So this man is a warrior. He's walking forward. Kazmat, just even knowing the name, you're like, it's a scary thing. It's a very scary thing. So I could expect him to be a brawler and take this fight down to the ground, given just my assumption. I can be horribly wrong. I usually am. But I wasn't wrong in the last fight. Ha-ha. But, hey, he's coming out to my walkout song. All right. Anyways, let's see. People are hitting me up telling me to do the comment section. Let's see. All right. Close poll. Oh, somebody said fake. People are saying Kazmat is the amateur GOAT. Let's see, won multiple freestyle wrestling and grappling competitions. With the name, it makes a lot of sense. With the beard, it makes a lot of sense. And with the no mustache, it makes a lot of sense. So, as the American looking at it, you're like, wrestler. I don't even have to like see his background. I just look at him and go, yeah, wrestler, grappler. Look at his name, no mustache, big beard, wrestler. All right, the announcement.
Here we go, Brave Nation. This fight is 3 5-minute rounds in the super lightweight division. Introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 2 wins and 1 loss. He stands at 180 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 75.2 kilograms. Representing TriStar Gym Lebanon and fighting out of Lebanon, presenting Elias, the Soul Taker, and his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 3 wins and no losses. He stands 186 centimeters tall and weighs already 74.8 kilograms, representing Hyperion Fighters and fighting out of Turkey. Put your hands together for Hamza Bars Ma'ayev.
All right, let's get it.
Your referee in charge is the Vanilla Gorilla, Mr. Aaron Wallace.
Tell the tape. Cosma versus Elias. Elias is 31 years old, so he is in his prime. The height goes to Cosma, and the weight practically the same. Cosma versus Elias, and you see Cosma immediately rushing in. He goes straight to the center, opens up with a high kick.
Left high kick, and now a right low kick that lands
right.
with a resounding thwack.
Another huge fight, Carrot. I was calling a fight show and a burst
Let's
of Turkey
see.
in January this year. One
Man,
of the fighters
Cosma's throwing
competing
nothing
was
but kicks. I haven't seen any punches. Another high
Ma'ayev,
kick.
As soon as I saw his performance, I got
Nice
right
little check
on
left hook. He's
watching
calm.
Big Sam
I'm just waiting to see the shot because I feel like that's going to be his biggest thing. But he's opening up a leg kick, so he needs that distance. And Elias, oh my gosh. Cosma's throwing lots of elbows. Oh, it's over. Oh my gosh, that was...
Just like that, Boars gets it.
Wow.
He is hungry like the wolf.
Farah caught the kick. He caught the body kick, but couldn't do anything with it. Cosma, all he did was hammer fist, elbow, hammer fist, literally back and forth. And he was able to finish it. Wow. And it was just hammer fist, hammer fist, hammer fist, elbow, hammer fist, and he just dropped him. Wow. And they weren't hard shots. I can just imagine if he actually opened up with real strong shots. That was, wow. That was impressive. Huh. I think the last time I saw that, who was that against? I think it was Hector Lombard versus Dan Henderson. Yeah, I hope I'm right with the names. And I don't know where, Hector Lombard caught the leg, and I don't know where he's just like, bing, 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 and knocks out Hector Lombard. Oh, wow, that was impressive. But great sportsmanship so far by every fighter. Just going there right after and hugging their opponent and going, hey, man, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the fight. And I think that's awesome. Dude, he looks just like Kazmat Chimaev. It's like the Wish version of Kazmat Chimaev, but easily just as dangerous. That was amazing. Let's go for the official announcement.
Brave Nation, your referee, the Vanilla Gorilla, Mr. Aaron Wallace, calls a halt to the action at 41 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner via KO, fighting out of the red corner, Hamza Bars Ma'ayev.
Oh, people were actually messaging me on this little chat. What's up, guys? I didn't even know I didn't even know you guys could even leave me comments, so my bad. I'm now checking it out. But let's hear this interview and I'll get back to it.
You have to talk me through that finish. Devastating elbows. Were you surprised at just how quickly you were able to get the finish in such a devastating fashion?
Assalamu alaikum, Bahrain.
Alaikum salam.
Что сказать, короче, я усердно готовился на этот бой. И так получилось, как получилось, короче. He said that, Assalamu alaikum, everybody. He trained for this, and what happened, happened. That's it. It came in the fight, and it happened.
Now, your name is Hamza Bars. Comparisons are being made between yourself and Hamza Chimaev, a former Brave fighter. Do you want to replicate the kind of legacy that he left inside the Brave cage?
Блин, что сказать, как... Конечно, я хочу быть лучше, как он. Может, еще лучше, чем он.
He want to be the same or even better.
Now,
Attaboy.
you've made an incredible debut. You haven't taken any kind of damage. How quickly would you like to get back inside the Brave cage? And do you have a potential opponent in mind?
Mhm.
Мне без разницы, с кем подраться. Ход на следующей неделе готов. На 23 июня у вас есть турнир, готов там выступить.
He doesn't care to fight anybody. Just bring him next week and he will fight.
There you have it. We have a card on Friday. You never know. Potentially we could see you on that. But for now, congratulations on a fantastic win.
Mhm.
Хотелось бы поблагодарить свою команду, Империум и своих братьев из Чечни. Научите, салам алейкум. Организации. Брайв хотелось бы поблагодарить и Джамала, мой брат Курбан тоже приехал поддержать меня, короче. Реди, ассаламу алейкум.
He want to thank his family in back home and his team and Brave. That's
Well, we look forward to seeing you again. Congratulations on a fantastic victory. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Hamza Bars Mars!
All right. So we're moving on to the main event of the prelims. But guys, if you have any questions, please leave them down here. I'm actually paying attention to the comments now. I didn't know that you guys could actually message me, so my bad. And English is preferred, please, because I can't translate it through here. So just a heads up. But so far, I believe all the fights went to a finish. 3 fights down. Trying to do the math. 5 more to go. Yeah. I get punched in the head for a living, man. This is a lot. But with that being said, Ramazan, a 3-time world champ. I've been to Dagestan. I've been to Bahrain. I've seen him train at both places. This man trains against some of the best. And just the work he does before practice, during practice, and after, I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. And he's obviously helped me out a ton, especially when I was in Dagestan. Like, he is a brother of mine. And this man does work. And that's not me just highlighting him because he's a brother. He literally, like, you had nothing but good things to say about him, especially with his work ethic. Even after practice, he's practicing English. I was just like, oh my gosh, this guy is trying. He would come to me and be like, brother, how are you? I was like, hey, all right, cool. You know, so like he tries and he's doing his thing, and that's he's going all out, and I think that's amazing. Let's see.
One of the top rising stars in North Africa, who's eager to shock the world tonight.
Wow, I'm doing the poll on YouTube. Like, who do you think is gonna win the next fight? Actually, more people think
Beverage partners for tonight's historic Brave CF 71. Moving things right along to the lightweight division. First up, please welcome, representing Rebels team and fighting out of Morocco, presenting Abdullah Mugiwara El Ashadi.
I just want to say, trying to say that name, Phil, you did a phenomenal job. That is impressive because I'm trying to read it right now. Even after you said it, I can't. All right, 2-time Moroccan combat Sambo champion. Oh, and they're changing. Darn it. But with that being said, this guy, just to be able to say his name, I'm gonna try to say his name even after he said it. I can't. Abdurrahman. Hey, all right, Abdurrahman versus Rashidi. Abdurrahman Rashidi. Did I say it right? I think I got it. I think I got it. I hope. Also, I wasn't making fun of the last opponent or the last guy. The Cosmo really. But just don't fight me. But I get called Calvin Gastelum all the time, so it's okay. Abdurrahman Rashid. I'm gonna practice Abdurrahman Rashid. I don't know. All right, now the stats are up. Okay, 2-time Moroccan Combat Sambo champion, 2-time Moroccan Taekwondo champion, and coming off a first round KO. So this guy has done work and he has experience. So going against Ramazan, that's what he's going to need, because Ramazan is a multiple-time Sambo champion, multiple-time IMUF champion, IMUF regional champs like European, Australian, stuff like that. So he does work. But let me look at the stats here. There are no stats. Not on Tapology, at least, so great. And then Ramazan is 1-0 as a professional. But let's see. I think people are leaving me comments now. What are you guys telling me stuff? No one likes me. Somebody says, why are people voting for the Moroccan? Because they want him to win. That's why. I'm getting blind, man. I gotta stop getting punched in the head. And my glasses aren't even in here. That's always great. All right, next guy.
Representing KHK Team of Bahrain and fighting under the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain. Give it up for Ramazan Gitino.
Do I look nerdy? Do I look smart? Ramazan Gitino. All right. Let's see. I don't even need to read Ramazan's stats because I know it's not on Tapology. But this man has, I don't know what his record was as an amateur. I do know he did lose one. And after that, man, honestly, it reminds me of me. I lost my very first one. Then I went 25 straight and then 8 straight as a professional. So the Ramazan did his own little version of it and now has become a 3-time world champ, the first ever in history for the IMUF. And I'm telling you, he is probably one of the most wanted fighters to go pro. Every big promotion wants him. And for him to go and be a part of Brave is saying a lot. And he wants to fight some of the best in the world. But he is a scary guy in his division. Anyone that is in his division, like that's for lightweight, man, like you have to watch this fight. No matter if you're in this promotion or not, you have to watch this fight. You see all the Dagestani brothers coming out, all the Bahraini brothers coming out. Sharap, Eldar, multiple-time champions, both in wrestling and Sambo, and even Eldar being I think it's super lightweight champion. Phenomenal. Best amateur fighter of all time, 100%. 3-time IMUF world champion, and 31 fight win streak in amateur and pro. I was on a 33 fight win streak before I finally lost. I think Mohammed now is on a 33 fight winning streak, if not 34. And now this man is trying to surpass us. And that's amazing. This is the thing I try to do, trying to be a pioneer. Other people followed it. Now Mohammed Mokaev. And then now Ramazan Gatinov. Like, people are going to try to follow him. So I can just imagine the resumes coming up in the future. Like, that's going to be ridiculous. But let's hear the fight announcement. Let's make it official.
Here we go, Brave Nation. This fight is 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 1 win and 0 losses. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighs already 69.8 kilograms. representing Rebels team and fighting out of Morocco, please welcome Abdullah Mugiwara El Ashidi. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 1 win and 0 losses. He stands 180 centimeters tall and weighs already 70.2 kilograms. Representing KHK Team Bahrain and fighting under the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain, presenting Ramazan Gitino. Your referee in charge is the Bandit, Deki Larkin.
All right. Tell the tape, 26 years old. The age advantage goes to Ramazan, that grown man's strength. The height goes to, I can't say his name, I'll get to it. And the weight, a slight advantage by Ramazan. Abdurrahman. Man, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I have to. Come on. I can do this. I can do this.
Kirik, I'm sure you have waxed lyrical
All right, let's
about
hear
the
this.
prowess and credentials of Kitanov. Interesting start from Rashid. He started with the hand down.
Rashid. Okay, I'm gonna just thank you, Phil. Rashid opens up too with he's showing that Taekwondo style.
Some places to be a down fighter. He was just playing with his
But
opponent.
Ramazan walking forward, kind of like a Muay Thai stance. We just see how strong he is walking forward. He's more than likely going to take this fight down to the ground, but all that fight experience, he's more than likely fought someone like Rashid. See, I got it.
That success, being the most successful amateur fighter in the history of the sport. Can he parlay that?
And Ramazan catches a leg and immediately double legs and takes Rashid down, puts him to the fence. But Rashid back to his feet. He's not completely all the way up. Ramazan has his back. But this is where you expect the fight to go, especially against a Dagestani fighter. But a pickup and a slam by Ramazan and immediately transferring the mount. Wow, this is a huge advantage when it comes to the wrestling. And Rashid is trying to climb the fence. Ramazan is trying to take the angle to take that away from him. And Rashid is smooth, man. Looks like Ramazan's trying to go for an anaconda. He has the anaconda locked in the side, but he doesn't have the angle exactly. He's trying to get it now. He hooks the leg, but overall, he's not. Ramazan's got this anaconda tight. Very, very tight. Oh my gosh, this is a very tough position by Rashid to get out of. Ramazan, hopefully he doesn't burn out his arms, but he's squeezing tight. And Rashid, he's tough, man. He's fighting this. Wow, this is a very, very tight anaconda, but he looks like Rashid's not going to get out of this. And it's 3 minutes. It's not even about the squeeze. It's can Rashid survive being in here? Oh, he's out. Oh, he's out. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, phenomenal work by the referee. Because I'm like, Rashid's fine. He's just staying there. He's going to try to stay composed. But even if it wasn't super, super tight, like you'll eventually start to panic. And Rashid it was a lot tighter than I think he even expected. But he couldn't do anything to get out. Ramazan immediately was able to move positions every time Rashid moved. But oh my gosh. Beautiful, brave debut by Ramazan. And it was a pulled guard and the counter choke. And the referee checked him. He's like, hey, man, are you good? Are you good? A couple times, making sure he was still there. But the body went limp and just stayed in position, and that was it. And right when he let go, Rashid just flew. Ramazan was just like, I'm just doing my job, man. Wow. Yeah, Ramazan's looking at the referee like he's out. He's not fighting anymore. Oh, my goodness. That was a beautiful job by Ramazan. And what is that now? He goes to 32 fight winning streak. Wow. He goes to a 32 fight winning streak. Almost ties mine, and hopefully he passes mine up and Mohammed Mokaev's as well one day. But Mohammed Mokaev is not losing anytime soon. So we'll see, man. This is an amazing job. Wow. Official decision. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Deki Larkin, has called a halt to the action at 1 minute and 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring your winner via technical submission due to a Darce choke, fighting out of the red corner, Ramazan Gitino.
Nice job. That was a phenomenal fight by Ramazan. Yeah, he's going to try to speak English.
All right,
That's
ladies
awesome.
and gentlemen, I'm here with
Nice
a
cage
victorious
kick, too. I need that.
Ramazan Gitinov, and congratulations on a fantastic performance. Were you surprised that he went unconscious instead of tapping?
Assalamu alaikum, Bahrain. First of all, I want to say thank you, Bahraini brothers. Not only Bahrainis, all Dagestan, all of my friends. And I want to say thank you, Sheikh Khalid. He always supports us, me, my team, and my coach. Thank you, Sharab, Ilyar, Elias, Renat, Kamil. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here in Brave. Inshallah, see you soon.
You're one of the most successful fighters, perhaps the most successful fighter as an amateur. Do you believe you can be just as successful as a professional here in Brave Combat Federation?
Yes, of course, I believe. Inshallah, I will try to become success in professional also. Inshallah.
Did you know that your opponent, Rashid, had passed out? Or were you knowing that if you kept the squeeze on, he may tap, but instead he chose not to tap and went to sleep?
I feel he sleep. He sleep after I told the referee he sleep. I will check. He's a good opponent. Thank you for fight for him also. Thank you.
And a very quick finish. How quickly would you like to get back in the cage and show us again how skillful you are? How soon would you like to get back in the cage and continue your professional career here in Brave Combat Federation?
Nope.
Soon, as soon as possible.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic performance, sir. We hope to see you again soon. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Ramazan Gitino.
Now, Ramazan snapped. That was an amazing fight, an amazing performance. And the way he was able to put out his opponent, especially because of how versatile he was with the kicks, moving in and out, that Taekwondo style, being able to catch the kick, time that properly so he didn't get knee in the face or, hit in general, and then immediately was able to take the back, maneuver to a takedown and lock in the anaconda. Anaconda is a very hard choke to finish when you don't scoop the leg or get you pulled guard with it. But Ramazan was able to kind of take advantage of the Moroccan's movement. Sorry, I can't say the name. Irichidi? I'll get it. But man, Ramazan did his thing. And when the whole cage came and make it up, I need that. Sheikh Khalid, Cage K, I need that, please. But man, that was an amazing performance. And now we finally move on to the main card of Brave Combat Federation 71. Like, that is awesome. I'm excited for it. Because it just gets better. So far, 4 fights, 4 finishes, 4 more to go. And I think the next fight is an Olympic level Egyptian wrestler. And that's saying a lot. And I believe all his fights have ended by finish so far. So he's a phenomenally strong guy, very powerful, very explosive.
For a place at the top of the 125-pound rankings. Tune in to watch the biggest and best superstars from around the world in a fight night.
This is awesome. This is a good card. This is a really good card because they're highlighting who's coming up next, and I'm just like, oh. And then for next week on Fridays, or excuse me, this week on Friday as well, I'm just like, that's gonna be awesome. Idrisov is another training partner of mine, and that man is an animal. Helped me both in Dagestan and in Bahrain, and he is a very, very strong fighter. I'm excited to see what the future holds for him too.
Are you watching closely? What captures
But a nice
your
little break
eyes?
until the next fight, so we're just gonna listen to the back.
What elevates your minds? Can you feel it? The spirit of roaring warriors echoes through the arena.
This sport is amazing. It's very different.
The takedowns. The submissions. The knockouts. Gods and inner demons dance together. All for greatness. A sport that is the ultimate pursuit of mental and physical prowess. It is the tears in victories and the pain in losses that lead us to the edge of our emotions. A heroic transcendence. The grasp of this immersive experience exceeds all nerves. A captivating story that resembles a vision. To celebrate the true spirit of sport in its full glory. A heart that is of fighters, coaches, spectators, organizers, sponsors, partners. A sport that is the embodiment of your true self. And this is Brave Combat Federation.
Hey, let the card begin. The main card, at least.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our stacked main card, a major shout out to Greenhill, our global partners, for their massive contribution to tonight's historic Brave CF 71 card. Right now, it is time to kick off the main card in the super lightweight division. First up, please welcome, representing Cobra Team and fighting out of Tunisia, presenting Osama Zide.
All right, we're getting this main event, or excuse me, the main card started. All right, let's see it. Go on my Tapology right now. Let's see who we got. Osama Zide. All right, somebody just asked me through Instagram, when is my next fight? Hopefully, it will be announced tonight. So stay tuned. There might be some news. I could be wrong. I could be horribly wrong. But let's look at this tail of the tape. Undefeated in this professional ranks. 2 out of the 3 wins by stoppage. 4-fight win streak across amateur and professional. So not much experience for Zeddy, but he's facing a game opponent, so he's going to need all the experience he has to beat this man. And guys, if you have any questions for me, Jose Shorty Torres on Instagram, I'm answering all the stuff on my IG. Just ask me, and I'm more than happy. And trust me, I'm dying to get back in there too. So I definitely very much want to fight again. I've been waiting. I'm excited, and I've been trying.
I welcome his opponent, representing KHK Team Bahrain, and fighting out of Egypt. Give it up for Mahmoud, the Prince of Egypt, Sebe.
Let's go, Mahmoud, my brother. KHK brother, this man is a warrior. He helped myself and a couple other fighters for my last Brave card for the weight cut. I believe he was also fighting on one of the cards too. And he's just an animal, man. Obviously, he's an Olympic level athlete. He pushes forward, so he knows how hard it is to all the work he needs to do to be one of the best in the world, not just in wrestling, but in MMA as well. And he's traveled all over the country. He has trained at the Olympic Training Center here in the United States. He's trained at very, very high-level gyms in the United States as well. And he travels the world going against some of the best. You know, so he is doing his thing, and I'm excited to see how much he's improved, because you look at his resume, Olympic-level wrestler. Yes, most of his fights, I believe all of his fights, he's won by finish, and it's usually from ground and pound. But how much has his stand-up improved? Any opponent is obviously going to try to run away and keep this fight standing, but if they can do that, how much has Mahmoud's stand-up gotten better? Has it improved where he doesn't even need the ground anymore? The ground is just a plus, and he can always go there if he needs to. So I'm excited to see how much he has improved. But let's see. And we look at his tail to tape. First Olympic athlete to fight for Brave Combat Federation. 4 wins by first round stoppage. Has won 2 awards as the best Brave Combat Federation era awards. Best finish and breakout star. So this man he's literally doing everything. You gotta love his luxurious hair. Like, his fro is so dope. Like, I'm happy I have straight hair, but man, I always want a fro. His curly hair is dope, man. It makes him who he is. He's a very, very strong person too. Very strong athlete and super helpful. Like, it's amazing to see such a high level athlete in general be such a great person as well. There's a lot of good fighters, but not a lot of good people out there.
This fight is 3 5-minute rounds in the super lightweight division. Introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 3 wins and no losses. He stands 180 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 75.2 kilograms. Representing Cobra Team and fighting out of Tunisia, presenting Osama Zide. And his opponents, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 4 wins and 2 losses. He stands 180 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 75.3 kilograms. Representing KHK Team Bahrain and fighting out of Egypt, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Mahmoud, the Prince of Egypt, Sebe. Your referee in charge of the action is the Vanilla Gorilla, Mr. Aaron Wallace.
Let's get it. Tell the tape. Mahmoud is 30 years old, in his prime, and post-wrestling career, from what I know. Height exactly the same, and weight practically the same as well. So Mahmoud versus Zaidi. Let's see how this goes. And the Vanilla Gorilla bigger than everyone inside the cage, as usual.
Cooler inside that cage. Not
Oh
just
my
'cause of
gosh,
the
Mahmoud
length.
literally
Right
no
down
tap of
to
the
the
hands,
ground in
immediately
about
goes
a
down to a
split
blast
second.
double and takes him down.
Three certainties and life death
Now, how is
matches.
Zeddy
Mohammed
going to
Sabay
respond to
doing
this? So far, he has a
excellent.
good overhook, and he's holding on to the left arm, Mahmoud. But Mahmoud's passing. He has a half guard. So Zeddy needs to let go of that underhook, or excuse me, that overhook, and start to get an underhook. Because Mahmoud is going to be able to start throwing ground and pound because he has the underhook on that side. But Zeddy is trying to reestablish a full guard, but Mahmoud is not letting it happen. Immediately still passes out to half guard, and he transfers over the mount. Wow, that was fast. And he's putting Zeddy's head against the fence, being able to punch it on down and posture. And this is where you don't want to be against a very, very high-level wrestler, an Olympic-level wrestler. Remember that. And he is so strong. I'm telling you, these Egyptians are just ridiculously strong. But Mahmoud throwing down ground and pound posture with one hand and throwing down the right hand to a hammer fist. And he's not letting Zeddy up at all. It's great balance by Mahmoud. But he goes straight for a rear naked choke immediately, and he's under the neck, and it's over. That was a minute and 14 seconds. Wow. He just mauled this guy. There was nothing that he could do. There was nothing he can do, and it's Mahmoud's first ever submission of his career. Immediately, once he took the back, didn't even wait. He knew he had the balance, just sunk in the rear naked choke, and it was over. There was no hesitation by Mahmoud. Again, in his prime, and now entering the prime of his MMA career, like this man is doing work. There was no stand-up in this game whatsoever. No tap of the gloves. He just shot in. And it was fast. And it wasn't like, oh, let's see if this works. It was, no, this is going to work. Good luck. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. And there's a big hematoma on Zady's head as well. And I'm assuming it's from one of the hammer fists or elbows when he had them out. Oh, my goodness. Dude, that thing is huge. Oh, my gosh. I'm trying to see if this is on Instagram. I want to see the replay of that. Oh my goodness.
As Mohammed, the Hawk Shahid, our president, said, Brave Nation, you are looking at the new face of Arab MMA.
He is definitely the new face of Arab MMA.
Take it anywhere he wants to.
Mahmoud is strong, man. He is very, very strong. He's strong, he's powerful, and he shows no mercy inside the cage, just like the Olympic level wrestling, obviously. That's just how he puts all of his efforts in. Dude, that hematoma is crazy. Now let's see the official announcement.
Has a quick word with his maker.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Aaron Wallace, calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 12 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner via submission due to a rear naked choke, and fighting out of the red corner, Mahmoud, the Prince of Egypt, Sabay!
Congratulations.
It's my birthday tonight.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, he gave himself a nice birthday present. And he gave the other guy his birthday punches.
My man, I gave us this. Here we are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a victorious Mahmoud Sabay, and this is becoming a little bit of a regular occurrence with you inside the Brave Cage. And I know you're not one for words, being the shy and retiring type, but put into words just how good it feels to get the first submission win of your professional career.
I mean, first of all, alhamdulillah. As I always thank God for everything, because it's all from God, and it's all through God. So alhamdulillah for being here. And tonight is a very special night to me. It's my birthday. There is no way on earth I will lose in my birthday. I'm sorry. I worked so hard, and this guy sacrificed everything
to give me the training I need and all the help I need in my career. One of the best coaches I've ever came from Netherlands. I'm very grateful to start my journey with him. This is like 8 months ago, man. Before that, nothing was promised. But he taught me how hard work get even paid before you came to the cage. And every single time he tell me, the way you train, there is no one on earth can stop you. So what I'm trying to tell you, believe in your damn self. Do not let anybody to put you down, and trust yourself on the work you do. Thank you.
Now, before the fight, you've been making some interesting statements. You've petitioned for an interim super lightweight title bout against a friend of yours, Shoyoton Luterbach. You've also made a little bit of noise about Mihail Kotruta. Talk to me about what you want next and just who you think deserves to be in the Brave Arena with you.
With all the respect for everybody, I fear nobody. And I'm ready to fight anybody. Jonathan, if you're ready on the 23rd of June, which is a couple days from now, I'm still going to be here in Bahrain. Shahid, the CEO of Brave Combat Federation, I'm ready to make it happen this week. And I'm serious. I'm going to be here in Bahrain for the 23rd. Jonathan, please don't miss your weight. And then you end up cutting your hair. So, Jonathan, I love you, bro. You're a friend of mine. But in this cage, it's only me here. I will take anybody's life out in the cage. And I promise you, I will finish you. But let's see. There's Colombia card, which is in August. If Brave will put it down, I'll fight him there. Anywhere. Why I want to fight for the interim? Because nobody want to fight me. This guy, thank you so much for taking the fight. They keep giving me guys, and all of them they keep pulling out. Why? Because I'm the best in what I do. Thank you.
Scary.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we could put any more of an exclamation point on it. Something else to say, my friend?
Two things, please. For Egypt, I love you guys. And I'm really proud to represent my country and to represent my people, the Middle East, and be part of KHK. Thank you so much, Sheikh Khalid Hamad, for everything you do and spreading the whole sport all over the world and everything you put it together with the CEO of Combat Federation. Chad, you guys are amazing. This event, even MMA in the Middle East, and now globally, because I just fought in Serbia, this event was insane. I really appreciate all of you guys, and thank you for everything you guys do. Thank you for everyone who's watching. I love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the man who is putting the super lightweight division on notice, Mahmoud, the Prince of Egypt.
100%. He's a very, very scary fighter, and like I said earlier, if you can't stop his wrestling, it's going to be a big, big, scary, scary thing. And we just look at the fighter replay. He just immediately takes this guy down, no clap of the hands, takes him down, takes his back, chokes him out, minute and 14 seconds. This man's a force to be reckoned with, and he's always in shape. He's always game. He's always working hard, and I'm excited for him. Congratulations, brother, and I hope to fight in the same card as you very, very soon. He wants to fight Friday. Hell, I'll fight Friday too. I'm a little chunky right now, but I'll fight Friday.
This bout is brought to you by Brave Gym. Training for mind, body, and spirit. Brave, it's more than a gym. Pakistani star and KHK team member Abbas Khan will look to earn his third straight Brave Combat Federation win. When he faces Omar Hussein, who is eager to add to his 5 stoppage wins when he makes his promotional debut.
This man is a scary, scary man.
Coming up next, Abbas Khan takes on Omar 187 Hussein in a super lightweight bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hits just keep on coming here at Brave CF 71, staying in the super lightweight division. First up, please welcome to the Brave Arena, representing 971 MMA and Fitness, fighting out of Palestine, presenting Omar 187 Hussein.
Omar Hussein is up next. Somebody asked me, any short-term goals in the sport? Short-term goals, honestly, I'm just trying to network as much as possible. And my main goal in this sport is not just to be one of the best in the world, but to create a big resume, to claim as many belts as I can claim, fight some of the best in the world, challenge myself while I can still do it. You know, I'm 30 years old now, going to be 31, had multiple surgeries and injuries, so you never know how long my career is going to last. I hope until 50, but obviously very unrealistic. And I'm hoping for next year. I'm hoping for the next year. I'm hoping following years. I'm hoping for as many years as I possibly can. But I want to be able to create a resume because, my goal is to open up my own gym one day. And I hope that students come on in because I can be one of the best teachers in the world because of the experience that I have. And being a part of Brave, being a part of the other promotions I've been in, it's been a big thing to get that experience level. And I just want to fight the best. That's all I want to do. But I think my short-term goal right now is to get back in shape and to fight as soon as possible. And so, appreciate the question. Thank you. But with that being said, Omar Hussein walking inside the cage. Let's see. Let's see. 5 wins via stoppage. Has never been knocked out. Trained under MMA legend Uriah Faber at Team Alpha Male in California. So he's never been knocked down. I feel like they state that because his opponent, Abbas Khan, is primarily, or at least his biggest strength, is boxing. So we shall see. Does that still stand true after this fight? Let's see. Now, Abbas Khan, he is a phenomenal fighter. And I think in general, he's become a well-rounded MMA fighter. I believe winning his last fight via submission by an armbar in a hard position. I could even get it in my fight.
And now we welcome his opponent to the cage, representing KHK Team Bahrain and fighting out of Pakistan. Make some noise for Abbas Khan!
I wish I could announce like that. Can't do it. Good job, Phil. I'd lose my voice after one fight. Probably announcing just one person. But Abbas Khan has become a full, well-rounded MMA fighter. He's been a phenomenal boxer, but then now going into his MMA fights, after losing one, I think he started to know, man, I need to change it up because if not, all these fights are going to go the same. And he's trying to strengthen his kickboxing, started to strengthen his wrestling, his ground game, his jiu-jitsu. I mean, we saw in his last fight winning by an armbar. So, in a very difficult armbar position to get it in. So, I mean, in general, he's doing his thing. He's trying his best. I'm excited to see how much he's improved, walking up inside the cage and up to this fight. Another guy that I've trained with. He's a strong fighter in general, whether on the feet or on the ground. He's a very strong individual, not just physically, but mentally as well. Like, he does what he needs to do to succeed. So he's coming on in, man, and he looks healthy. He looks good. Oh, man, he definitely looks good. Looks healthy. Again, he's a person that part of KHK MMA, so I know all these guys are walking in, and I'm just like, all right, cool. He's looking good. He's looking lean. He's looking healthy. He's looking happy. Dude, all of Bahrain walked out with him. But Abbas Khan, 75% finish rate, 2018 African Amateur Champion, trained under Brave Combat Federation Super Lightweight Champion, and head coach of KHK MMA, the team Eldar. Eldar is a phenomenal coach, a brother of mine. He's coached me in a lot of my fights. multiple-time world champion, Sambo world champion, Brave super lightweight world champion, and has trained under Khabib. Khabib's father is Makhachev, all these guys, and he's trained with and has fought against some of the best in the world. So being able to, again, what I talked about, a short-term goal, getting that resume to say I've trained with these people, fought against these people, this, that. I want to be able to do that so I can give back like Eldar Eldarof's doing now. And using his resume, I'm telling you that, and he's a phenomenal coach. He's a very smart, logical coach. Boss Khan has come up a lot. I'm excited to see how much he's improved in this fight. Yeah, unstoppable, baby. Sorry,
here we go, Brave Nation. This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. In the super lightweight division, introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 9 wins and 4 losses. He stands at 186 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 75.3 kilograms, representing 971 MMA and fitness, and fighting out of Palestine. Please welcome Omar 187 Hussein. Introducing his opponents, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 4 wins and 1 loss. He stands at 177 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 75.1 kilograms, representing KHK Team Bahrain, and fighting out of Pakistan. Put your hands together for Abbas. Your referee in charge of the action is Decky, the Bandit Larkin.
Decky, the Bandit Larkin. Tail the tape. Abbas Khan, 31 years old, in his prime. Omar entering his prime at 27. The height advantage goes to Omar, and the weight practically the same.
Abbas Khan looking light on his feet.
And you can see the height advantage by Omar.
Reaching his hand out to try and get reads on his opponent. This is what a smart fighter does in the first 30 seconds or so of a fight. You're trying to download information. What's your opponent's reach? What are
nice little overhand right by Khan.
What kind of a game is he going to try and bring?
But he was smart.
That's what we see Khan
Omar
doing.
just
Distance,
easily
safely pulling his
blocked it. But we look at the open stance by Omar. Are those body kicks or even open stance leg kicks coming in? Abbas already opens up a 1.
He's going to try and counter fight tonight. He's going to wait for shots to come in and then try and come over the top with his hands. Maybe with the feet. He showed a very nice check down low there.
Abbas Khan.
Omar is switching stances too.
Boxing background, but has been putting
left
it together
hook by Omar. Nice,
diligently.
Nice entry.
KHK won his last bout by a
and he puts Abbas Khan against the fence. But Abbas getting a nice body lock, was able to reverse position, but is he going to be able to use it to his advantage with the
takedown? The most experienced opponent of his professional career.
And he's trying to drop down to a single.
Looking for a single leg.
But Omar has a nice little overhook, keeping that arm up. But Abbas is able to get a single. Now is he trying to transfer to a dump? He's punching away. It looks like he's just trying to hold position because he kind of probably feels that he can't finish it from there. But Omar's doing a good job keeping those overhooks, keeping the wizard.
You know, we often talk about
and pushing back.
This is unquestionably the most draining aspect of mixed martial arts, that over-under position against the cage, and both fighters jogging for position. Nice work from Omar Hussein to change position and now force Abbas Khan against the cage.
Brave Nation, this is the strength contest of mixed martial arts.
And this is just going back and forth right now. It's literally like, your turn. A couple shots. All right, let's flop around in the cage. Your turn.
Who can pin who up against
Oh,
that
accidental
fence?
groin shot.
May have been a potential low knee there. I missed it, but I don't
Yeah,
have
accidental
the eyes
groin
of
shot.
Decky the Bandit Larkin.
Omar Hussein, 9 wins in his professional career, 5 coming by way of finish, 3 wins by submission, 1 rear naked choke, 1 triangle.
Yes, you are wearing a cup, whether it's steel or not, but you know it's the pressure getting put in. It's not fun.
Corner. Oh, big swing overhand attempt there by Abbas Khan.
Abbas may have
But
been
they're back
fired
at it.
up by that little stoppage there. Well, there certainly appears to have lit a fire under him.
Let's see.
Another southpaw versus orthodox. Abbas Khan needs to be
Omar's
circling into.
he's circling really well, making
check out.
Abbas
He's doing a
Khan
good job of
reach.
jockeying for the outside position.
He doesn't want to be in
Doesn't
front of
wanna
a
reach down
boxer,
when
you
those
know.
Low kicks come in. His opponent's getting reads as well. May have taken him a little bit.
But Abbas
longer.
needs to start cutting off the cage.
Punches his way into
Beautiful
the takedown.
transition.
Beautiful
from an
overhand right to a
into the
single,
leg.
but
Once
Omar is
again,
able to stop
was
it.
denied.
And we're
Once
back at the
again,
fence again.
Abbas Khan looking to get in on those legs. Wants to take his opponent down.
Oh, almost had the dump, but Omar's doing a good job at defending. He has a body lock on Abbas Khan, and he's able to get the fight down to the ground. He kind of muscled that too, and that was actually a really good job. He's got a hook on Abbas. There's double unders in the body lock. Abbas Khan's trying to circle under, and he does. Takes a small little knee to the face there.
Timing's everything. That head was moving away from the trajectory of the knee, which tends to hugely lessen the amount. Had Abbas not been as bright as he is and the head was moving down, that could have been it. In fighting like life, timing is everything.
Both fighters giving a real solid account of themselves. So draining this position, Kirk.
Especially under those television lights. Oh, we got a little giraffe fight going on. Abbas Khan winning the head
A little
position.
giraffe fight going on. They're just swinging their heads back and forth, hit each other's necks. If you've never seen a giraffe fight, type it in on YouTube. It's one of the most entertaining things you'll ever see.
If there was a fight where that wasn't true, Phil, I would
And
not want to
pandas.
be witnessing it.
Just pandas in general. Pandas being pandas. That's it. Not even fighting. Just pandas being pandas. They're too lazy to fight and probably too clumsy.
The cage here
Oh.
on the single.
Abbas Khan tried to get a dump, but he's also leaving himself susceptible to a guillotine, but he's able to get his head out. Omar's attacking. He's doing some good counter stuff, but he's also on the fence the entire time, so it becomes difficult.
Nobody completely getting a
Abbas is,
takedown.
I
Nobody
believe,
completely
winning this
getting a
round because of the
submission attempt.
aggression.
Nobody getting a stunning shot.
But this is a very even round still. That anyone can take in the last 30
Very,
seconds.
very difficult round to score.
At least in my unofficial
Both
scoring
fighters
card.
have
Don't
landed shots against the cage. Both fighters
listen
have
to me.
been the one imposing their opponent against the cage.
They've got 15 seconds, Phil, and something big right here. One elbow, one big takedown attempt that even gets close, and it could easily win this round.
Yep. So exactly what I said. Thank you, Carrick.
It's almost as if they were listening to you there on the break. Abbas Khan.
So it's a
trying
very,
to land some
I
big
think, a
shots,
slow
but
round, but a very back and forth,
Carrick,
trying to
I'm
see
not
who's
gonna
going to
put you
get
on the
control.
spot
Abbas
and
Khan
ask you to try
obviously
and
wants to get the
score
fight down
that,
to the
but
ground,
just
or if not,
all
at
we
least
can
slow
say
down his
about it,
opponent.
razor close.
Omar
I'm gonna
is
put myself on the
circling
spot.
really,
I
really
think
well,
Abbas Khan
but
won by
he's not doing anything back. Yeah, he's countering well when he's on the fence and able to circle Abbas Khan to the fence every once in a while, but he was on his heels the entire time, so I give round one to Abbas just because of the aggression in general. And just cage control. But that's, when it comes to the action, there was very little stuff. Abbas maybe landed a little bit more with the hands. Omar landed a little bit more with the feet and knees, but
for cage control, for aggression, I'm gonna give that round to Abbas Khan.
Oh,
but by
I said it first.
a hair.
I said it
And
first.
realistically, going
Sorry,
into
Carrick,
the
I
second
won.
round,
I
what
won.
do each fighter, what do they need to
He
do
literally said the
differently
same thing I said.
to make it more
But I said
definitive
it
in their
first.
favor?
Both
It
of
goes
them
shortest to
know how
tallest.
well
Sorry,
matched
Carrick,
up
you're
they
over
are.
6
They're
feet
both
tall.
holding back just
And
a
I
little
am
bit.
nowhere
As a
near.
consequence, no one has been able to accomplish anything of consequence.
All right.
They've got to bite down.
Let's see if there's going to be
understand
more
they've made
action in
compromise,
round
that
two,
they have to
because it's just
commit
been
to something
a
here.
big cage fight.
Second round of what has been a very technically intriguing fight.
Oh, he kicked an elbow with his foot. That's never fun. Abbas Khan.
Again, you see Abbas moving forward.
All right.
He's exerting control of that cage.
The hard part for Abbas is every time he's striking, Omar is just kind of getting out of distance. So he needs to close the distance properly. But he's able to get a nice little jab there.
Nice work done in the clinch.
And a groin shot
This is what
back
happens
to
when you have a
Abbas.
southpaw
So
versus
groin
an
shot for groin
orthodox
shot. Very
fighter where
even.
you're trying to find that inside leg.
But Omar's
Tangle a lot
groin
of
shot was a lot
air.
harder. That's for
It's
sure.
not done out of malice as often when the fighter has thrown the leg kick with the intent of landing, their opponent has moved So that hasn't been the objective to kick them there. It shouldn't be the objective of any person in any walk of life, to be fair, but these things do tend to happen.
No harm, no foul. Our two are back at it. Very interesting to see a hook kick attempt from the boxer.
That kick got through a little bit.
Oh.
As we said,
Oh,
has spent a little bit
nice left hand by Omar, but because of that, Abbas Khan was able to get a body lock and take down Omar. But Omar's trying to fight back up, but he's
trying to do all the right things, getting his back to the cage.
But Khan did a really good job at keeping him down. He's putting his head against the fence, pressure with his head.
I would like to see him trying.
He's trying. Oh well, Omar is able to lock a full guard in.
What Abbas Khan can do. Has he isolated the left arm? Has he put that underneath the body?
We may have the famed Dagestani handcuff.
Yeah,
here.
you got the Dagestani handcuff.
He has indeed. That's beautiful work, seamlessly done by Abbas Khan.
People don't know Dagestani handcuff is when the guy who has the guard, one of his arms is stuck under him, kind of like this, and the other guy on top is holding on to it, so you can't get your arm out, and you definitely can't muscle it out because of the position. Depending on how flexible you are, it's very painful too.
Firing shots off on that side.
But he's able to get the Dagestani handcuff loose. But Abbas Khan is just stuck in the guard. Omar needs to do something and let go or open up that guard. If not, he's going to keep himself on the ground.
If you commit too much to something, if you commit to something that can win you the fight, it can lose you the fight.
We see it sometimes with fighters getting a little bit too overly amorous with punches in top position. They can give up an arm for an arm bar, or fighters when they're.
So the good thing that Abbas Khan is, what he's doing is he's putting Omar's head and top pressure against the fence. So it's really hard to curl your bottom half of your body, your legs, all the way up to go for an arm bar or a triangle. There's no room.
Left knee controlling the hips.
And if you can get it, you have to turn your head to the side and get your body at an angle against the fence, away from the fence. And that's what Omar's trying to do right now. He has one foot in the fence trying to kind of break the posture of Abbas, but Abbas is circling him back to it. So far, a takedown by Abbas and just top pressure. Not too much landed. So there might be some words by the ref of saying like, hey, we need action. But Omar is also moving so much that it seems like that there is action.
Eldar Eldaroff is calling for ground and pound now. Not ground and plink, plink, plink. The great Eldar is looking for ground and bomb right now. Wants to see some big shots. Brave Nation, in order for those big shots to happen. Abbas is going to have to posture his head back. You're seeing it right here. The head was starting to come back so the bigger shots could rain down. Wisely, 187 has controlled that head, not allowing his opponent to posture back.
There are little moments where Hussein tries to get the foot on the hip, tries to create the angle for himself. We can see him trying to do it here on his left side, but he's impeded by the cage. And also, Abbas Khan is doing a great job of following the hips.
So Khan is doing a good job at keeping Omar down, but he's also not been active. So that's the hard part. It's not the most exciting fight in the world, but it's a very safe fight. But what he needs to do, especially when Omar starts to open up his guard like that to try to get up, is push a leg down, try to pass guard. So then you can start being more open with your strikes or have at least more opportunity to do so.
Abbas Khan doing a great job of keeping the hips square, preventing Omar Hussein from creating those angles for himself.
187 doing an excellent job of controlling that head, not allowing his opponent to posture back, land the bigger shots. The short punches tend to have a short amount of power, but the short elbows can have a devastating effect on the opponent. Abbas showing terrific hips. They're able to follow everywhere his opponent goes.
And you know, if a man like Kenneth is referring to your hips as terrific, that they are.
So Omar's moving side to side trying to get up, but Abbas Khan is just staying on top. He's being smart. The only problem again is it doesn't become exciting because you're not trying to pass guard. And Omar gets a body triangle, which is just going to keep you down. It might be tighter on Abbas, but it's also tight on your legs, so it becomes more of a strain to hold it.
I'm putting you on the spot for this one. Round 2. How are you calling it?
Oh, I'm considerably happier you've given me this round instead of the first round. Top position throughout that round was in favor of
easy score. I'm going to go 2-0 Abbas Khan.
Preventing Omar Hussein.
Will this be the first fight to go all the way? We'll find out when the third round
Very
begins.
clear 10-9 to Abbas Khan.
No question in my mind either, Phil. My guess is there's no question anywhere in Brave Nation. That was a 10-round for Abbas Khan. We're getting a look now inside the corner for each of those fighters. We're getting a little bit more tape on a glove.
And I think that may have just been due to the abrasive nature of the grappling we saw there. But Carrick, the first round was incredibly close. You could make an argument for it going either way. The second round quite clearly belonging to Abbas Khan. Third round, if you're either one of those fighters, you need to do something definitive, perhaps even both fighters, to ensure that they come away with a victory.
If you're Omar Hussein, absolutely, positively, you have to do something a little bit different. I don't think he won the first round. I know he didn't win the second round.
Some tape.
He's got to come out and be himself. His name is 187. That's for murder. He's got to come out with that in mind.
Nice 1-2 right off.
All right, Abbas Khan opening up the hands immediately. Omar just circling. And this is where I believe it should change. Omar needs to be forward now because I believe you're down 2-0. But now it's become a stand-up fight. And Omar is opening up more, and that's what he needs to do. The only fear is possibly getting caught by Abbas Khan because that's his biggest strength.
Prototypical Muay Thai kind of style here from Hussein.
Remember, it's the open stance, so both of them are kind of throwing their power side strikes, whether it's power hand or their power kicks. But Abbas is able to close the distance and gets the double underhooks, gets a body lock again.
Takedown usually follows.
If you think about it, it's been very smart from Abbas Khan. He's absorbed some of the shots. He's let Omar Hussein sit down on the shots a little bit. When Abbas Khan identifies that, that's when he initiates the grappling, initiates the clinch work, when he sees that Omar Hussein is a static, stationary target.
Exactly, Phil. He manages to get
Abbas is just kind of content with holding Omar against the fence.
Take some shots on the outside.
It's a smart fight, but not an entertaining fight because of it.
The most shots he took in this fight were when he was on top, ground and pounding his opponent.
And I think it's worse for Omar because he's not being active. Now he's able to reverse position, get a kind of body lock of his own. But he needs to be aggressive because I believe Omar's down 2 rounds to none. And if not worse is worse, maybe it is 1-1. You need to win this third round. And he's on the verge of taking Abbas down, and he does finally take his back. And this is what he needs to do, but now he needs to be able to keep position. Get Abbas Khan down flat. Sweep that leg, pull that out from under him. And Abbas kind of doing a Granby, but Omar immediately locks in because of his reach and anaconda, but he can't get the angle yet. Abbas is kind of keeping his arms extended, locking his hips into place. But Omar kind of broke it off, which I'm very surprised about. He's long, but he didn't have the technique to finish it. He was able to lock it, but not get in position to actually, implement a choke. But Abbas is back on his feet and being the aggressor again. And now it's halfway in. This round can still go either way. It's very like the first round, besides the one little takedown by Omar.
Right now, Abbas Khan controlling head position, controlling the wall, landing light shots.
Abbas Khan currently riding high in the confidence of a
I'm surprised the ref hasn't kind of broken them up because this is a very, stale position. And it looks like they're breaking it up. All right, cool. He can hear me.
Little word from Declan Larkin. Our referee wants to see a little more action.
So do I. I want to see more action, guys.
Now incumbent on both these fighters to give it to him. Abbas Khan stalking. Trying to land that right.
Somebody's nickname is 187, which is, the murder code for the police. We'll put him in a body bag. Let's go. I want to see this. Is that too aggressive to say? Oh, nice right hand by Khan. As I say all that stuff, right?
Incredible.
Maybe he can hear me too.
12-7 as an amateur before.
So Abbas is using his hands to get into a clinch again, but I think he's doing well on his feet. Yeah, it gives Omar a chance to retaliate, but I'm yawning because I'm not saying I'm not entertained, but I'm not as entertained as I could be because the stand-up is good, but they're just wall grappling. This looks like a practice match.
Tonight, Kenneth, if the fight continues to play out this way, we could be going to decision.
Yeah, you're right, Phil. If this round keeps it going this way, it's going to go to decision. So Omar's able to take the back again, but is he going to actually use it now? He has to go for submissions. He has to force submissions. 1 minute left, and I think, again, he's losing 2-0, so even if he does win this round, doesn't matter.
He's now hand fighting.
Abbas Khan back.
And he's going to reverse.
The body lock now. Is he going to go for position?
30 seconds.
Abbas trying to go for the takedown.
Takedown here. This could be huge. Needs to
It
kick
would
the
be
leg
monster
out.
if he can get in.
Omar has good balance. Omar has very good
solid
balance.
exhibited. Guy who's seeing there, but right now with his back against the cage, he needs to do something to get Abbas Khan off of him. Try and land that one big definitive strike.
Clap, clap, clap.
Come
10
on,
seconds.
Khan. Oh, Omar tried a flying knee.
Shot for either man.
A little out of reach.
Absolutely huge. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time tonight.
Yeah,
we
the
go
first time
to
tonight
judges'
goes to the scorecards.
And Kirik, that second round was definitively given, we believe, to Abbas Khan. We believe that he did enough to win
So
that
I'm
round.
gonna.
You can make
I don't know if you can hear Phil talk. Now, the first round can go. I think the first and third round can go either way technically, but I still believe Abbas Khan. I could be biased, but I believe Abbas Khan because of the aggression and because of the strikes he landed. I say Abbas Khan won 3-0, but
29, 28, or possibly, I'll have to think about it, 30-27.
I think it's 30-27.
Certainly the most likely score
There's
in my
a
mind
possibility for
for
29-28,
Abbas
meaning one of the rounds went for Omar Hussein. It could have been the third, could have been the first. It technically could have been both. But I think the first, I wouldn't say clearly, but I think somewhat decisively can go for Khan. The third round, I could see it going back and forth because there wasn't much damage, and Omar had more strengths for himself, I guess, from the entire fight in the third round, but it still wasn't much compared to what Abbas was able to do. So I say 30-27, but we'll see. I'm not a judge. Yay, I'm happy about that.
During a very, very close bout. I have told you what I believe the score is. Many of you out there in Brave Nation probably see it.
Oh, I need an energy drink.
Neither fighter can
Somebody
be
sponsor me.
absolutely certain which way it's going to
So
go.
with that being said, sponsors.
Prepared their body for years for this. Did
I'm not a
camp
morning
for
person.
6
It's barely
weeks.
the afternoon here in the United States. In Chicago, it is 12:42 p.m.
Now they have to wait. There is nothing
And
they can do.
I've been up way earlier than I'd like to. This is usually the time I'd like to wake up.
It's taking a little
But I had to watch my
longer
guys. I had to support, man.
than it ordinarily would. What that typically means is there's a split decision.
It's taking a little longer, so it might be a split decision. All right, let's hear
The
it.
numbers are looked at twice just to make sure. The Irish Thunder is in the cage. The long fight, the long wait is over. Irish
What's up,
Thunder,
Mohammed?
tell us who won.
What was it? Nabil?
Ladies and
Suleiman?
gentlemen, for the first time tonight, we go to your judges' scorecards. All three judges have scored this bout 30-27 in favor of your winner. Fighting out of the red corner, Abbas Khan!
Congratulations, brother. A win's a win. That's all that matters. Oh, he's crying.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a very emotional Abbas Khan. Abbas, clearly the fight means a great deal to you. Speak to me where that emotion is coming from.
You know, what's the crazy thing? Before this fight, Coach Ilyar told me before 1 week, giving me this fight, you will fight in a Brave upcoming. I say, okay, coach. I just get out of my injury. I have an injury, MCL and meniscus.
in my life, I gained a lot of weight. I was like, something I feel like despite I have to fight and this opportunity I will not miss because in Bahrain. So I get this fight, Coach sent me this opponent. He's good striker, good grappling, and he have good record and experience. I said, doesn't matter, I will work for this. Coach Ilyar been from that day, and Coach Yusuf Al-Kahoji, my manager, been from that day with me and take care of me, my whole team, KHK, Coach Sharaf, Shamil, Renat, everybody, Mike, my Bahrain team, Bahrain fighter, gym students. Today I'm here, I'm performance good at time by time. Allah give me this thing. And I cannot thanks to Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness. Being my unprofessional, big character, great support, always been with me like a friend, my brother, and like my great leader. And Bahrain people, they love me a lot. Like this is my home, and they love me like a brother. And recently, I got good opportunity also. Thanks to MOI, in this, for this also, they help me a lot. And my whole here, they're always supporting my, it's make me motivate. That's why I become, like, to be honest, being KHK, I'm here and I was, this is impossible thing and I make it today, alhamdulillah. And I'm looking forward to Brave Nation, Mohammed Shahid, you all guys, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And also in my country, Pakistan, also they support me. And thank you so much from Pakistan MMA fans and supporters. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody, wallah. I don't have words, maybe I missed somebody. Hamza Kuhoji always, he's injured and he's messaging me all the time. Eat this, do that. My all coaches from KHK, especially Ilyar, Coach Sharaf helped me a lot in wrestling.
That's something I want to talk to you a little bit about your wrestling, because we think of you as primarily a striker, but you won your last fight via armbar. You showed just how developed and well-rounded your wrestling is. Was the game plan to come in and just show how well-rounded you are with your clinch work and with your takedowns?
This fight, Coach Ilyar and my striking coaches, they say you are a good wrestler, then better than him. Just don't go, keep normal distance. He's tall, but he don't use his reach. Just keep him in the range. My muscle memory, this fight a lot, do wrestling as well, because sometimes he shoot. This guy, he didn't shoot, he was preparing. And I was more wrestling and striking as well. You see, like this time more, I keep distance, but this guy was coming closer to me because he used the right hook, left hook. And for that, he's coming closer. Whenever someone comes to me, I'll go for a takedown, push him, And I get it, alhamdulillah. I was planning to finish him by striking. But I don't know, like, maybe in the beginning, maybe I lost when go wrestling and cage control, that's why.
Well, I think you did an incredible job showing just how well-rounded you are. Congratulations on a fantastic victory, and we can't wait to see you again. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Brave Nation. I'm looking forward to more fights and to get, inshallah, some good things here. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Abbas.
I'm not done. I'm not done. Abbas Khan did a good job. It was a smart fight, not the most entertaining fight because of it, but he did his thing. And we got 2 more to go, the co-main event.
A man's vision determination inspired a generation. It gave a new dream for the youth of his homeland. It created a groundbreaking revolution in the sports. When a vision is strongest, nothing can stop its far-reaching impact. And the vision was 3 powerful letters. KHK. And today, his vision is far-reaching. The valor and pride of his homeland is far-reaching. Today, his vision is defining the future of a new generation. A generation of heroes and of gladiators. Today is the day of hope for the hopeless. The day KHK will inspire the souls to fight back, irrespective of what they are and who they are. Many will emerge as heroes. This will be a new era of true heroes and gladiators. When he stood in the front and led them, they called him the Prince of Gladiators and Heroes.
I hope you guys were watching that with me because that is awesome, dude. Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa has not just helped fighters around the world, but so many people, not just in his country, but everywhere, man. He's done so many great things. He's helped myself, and it's been an amazing opportunity, man, to be able to work with him, to to just train under him, even to learn from him. He's a phenomenal guy. We're announcing the next card in Colombia.
The first ever Brave Pan American Combat Week. Between August 10th and August 13th, mixed martial arts takes over Latin America. Witness the future and present of MMA under one roof. Don't miss it.
That's so dope.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by the hardest working man in a mixed martial arts, the president of Brave Combat Federation, Mohammed, the Hawk Shahid, and we have just broken the news that we have a main event for our landmark Colombia card. Do you want to tell the people watching at home what our main event is going to be?
I think when it comes to the Bantamweight division, there's no question about what the main event is going to be in Colombia. But the interesting part is there's a vacant title at Bantamweight division, and it's exciting to announce that the vacant title will be fought between Jose Shorty Torres and then Kosi the Future Dembele.
That is an incredible
me.
fight for a number of reasons. And Carrick, this is going to have deep implications in the landscape of the Brave Combat Federation of
Strap
Bantamweight
season, let's
division.
go.
This is going to have global implications. I want Brave Nation to know this is taking place during our. Sorry, I wanted to make sure that I was not misinforming any of you. This is going to be taking place during Brave Pan America Combat Week. It's going to be the greatest week in South American, Central American history, and it's coming right up.
And North American, don't forget that.
Mr. Shahid, talk to us about the significance of this international fight week that we're going to be having. We're not just having an incredible show, an incredible main event, we're going to be having an incredible fight week. Just how significant will this fight week be in the landscape of Colombian mixed martial arts and indeed global mixed martial arts?
You know, when you talk about Brave Combat Federation, it's very clear that our vision of His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa is very simple. It is to create opportunity for athletes around the world, regardless of race, creed, sex, color, or nationality, or even marketability. It doesn't matter. You need a sports vision, and Brave Combat Federation has that. So when we talk about Brave as an organization, we are the most global mixed martial art promotion in the world today. And the idea behind making it so global was, one, to make sure that you create an ecosystem for mixed martial art, a sports ecosystem for mixed martial art in every country, every continent that we go to. So that's why we have traveled to 29 countries in 5 continents today. And it's an achievement because nobody has ever done that in the mixed martial art business. But apart from that, it is also a statement to what we are actually doing and how the results show when we create some of the biggest superstars in the world at Brave Combat Federation. A lot of credit goes to the scouting team and the athlete relation department of Brave Combat Federation for sure. But at the same time, you could find the biggest talent in the world, but to give him a platform and to make sure that you do what you have to do, the sacrifice that as an organization you have to do. I'll be clear. I mean, you guys know so much about mixed martial art, and Kerry here is the OG of mixed martial art industry for sure. With that being said, I'm sure that everybody who's into mixed martial art as an industry or as fans clearly knows that mixed martial art organization has a flaw, and that's always about finding who's the next best athlete that can provide values to the organization. Here at Brave Combat Federation is different. We try to find the best value that we can provide to the athletes, and that's, I think, the biggest value an organization can give to athletes. And when we look at Colombia, we're the first organization to go to South America and North America as an international organization. And the event in Colombia is going to be the biggest festival for combat sports history. We're bringing the first Brave International Combat Week to American continent as a whole, let's say. And it's a 3rd event in Colombia. We're coming back. We're excited to come back to Colombia. And definitely when you come to, when you go back to Colombia, you put such a big event, you have the Pan American Championship during the same time, you have to give something that Brave is all about, and that value has to be given. And there's no better fight at the Pan American, IMMAF Pan American Week than 3-time world champion, IMMAF world champion, Shorty Torres, fighting against undefeated Nkosi, who's the future of Bantamweight division. He calls himself the future as well. He's undefeated and he's there, and there's no question about who should be the fight for the title. And it's one of the biggest fights, especially before we have a Bantamweight fight at the co-main event today.
Well, will it be a case of Shorty Torres maintaining his position as one of the best bantamweights in the world today, or will the future become the present? There is only one way to find out, and that is by being part of Brave International Combat Week. Our fight goes down on the 12th of August. We cannot wait. President Shahid, thank you so much for your time. Let's dive right back into the fights.
Yeah. So, sorry, Emma's going through. So with that being said, I will be fighting August 11th in Bogota, Colombia for the IMMAF Pan American Games. I will be the main event for Brave Combat Federation. I believe that's Brave Combat Federation 73. And man, it's an honor because I'll be fighting another IMMAF representative in Nicolas, the future Nedabele. You know, I respect him very, very highly. And I know he's a very tough fighter. That's why I wanted to fight him. But, you know, he's moving up to fight me. And I'm excited. I know I'm the favorite, but I expect everything to come out of him, the woodworks, and he's an underdog, and I'm going to make sure I prove that right. So for me, to Nicolas and Abdullah, let's have some fun. Let's put on a show, and let's try to change our lives and inspire everyone at the IMF Pan American Games that day. And for everyone watching, dude, 100%, you're gonna see it shown. For me, it'll be 10 months until my last fight. Since my last fight, I'm here to make a statement, and I don't want to waste any time. I'm gonna be 31 when I do that. It's pretty much my birthday week, August 2nd. Hey, Leos. I'm here to put out a statement, and I want to win the belt in fashion. I already have 7 world championships in MMA. Time for number 8. Let's get it. Woo! But now back to this. But man, Zilimurad, a guy that I almost fought. Man, his beard is getting epic. You can fight with a beard like that? Dude, that beard is epic.
All right, Brave Nation. All right, Brave Nation, your next fight is our co-main event of the evening. This is presented by our exclusive beverage partner, Arwa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our first warrior into the Brave CF arena for our co-main event of the evening. Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, representing TKO Boxing Fitness Gym, and fighting out of Zimbabwe, presenting Nicolas the Saint Wendy.
Tenías pensando venir a España. Man, one day I need to go because I've always wanted to go there. Dude, Spain is amazing. I see all the stuff, and plus, my last name, coming from Puerto Rico, come from Mexico. I have Spanish descent in my blood, so I definitely need to go to Spain. All right, let's see. Who's the next guy up against Zilimurad? Nicolas Wendy. Another bantamweight fight. And this could be the contender fight for whoever wins against myself and the contender Belle. So, in a sense, I still might fight Zilimurad. And the crazy thing is, Nicolas is another African fighter. From what I heard, he said nothing but bad things about another African fighter, Nicolas Belle. You don't get that in Dagestan. Dagestan's everyone's cool with everybody. Yeah, I'll fight you, but that's just part of the sport. I don't want to, but I have to. Current African MMA bantamweight champion, undefeated in his pro career, riding a 9-fight win streak in pro and amateur. So it doesn't have a big resume. But whatever he does have, he's going to have to take advantage of it because Zilimurad has fought some of the very best. Again, Zach Mikowski was a phenomenal fighter. Sean Santella. I didn't beat Sean Santella, but Zilimurad did. So with that being said, Zalimurad's a very, very tough fighter, very aggressive, and pushes the pace. Plus, at flyweight, he would gas out towards the end. But now at bantamweight, because maybe he has more weight, less time to cut the weight or needed, maybe he performs better too and is able to have the gas tank that he desires. But Nicolas is strong, he's fit, he's tall and long, why are all the African fighters like that, dude? Like Nicolas Belle is 5'10", tall, long, Israel Adesanya, body frame, which is also from Africa. I'm like, yo, come on, man, can I get somebody my height, please? Was really hoping to fight Bracketona. I was like, all right, this is great.
And his opponent, Fighting out of the red corner, representing KHK Team Bahrain, and fighting out of Russia, presenting Zilimurad Hamza.
Here comes Zilimurad. A very strong fighter, a very dominant fighter. I remember when I was in Bahrain for my last fight, given his opponent backed out, he was going to fight at featherweight. He was ready, and I'm the same way, so I respect him for being able to do that and go, you know, I'll fight anybody. I just want to get paid. I want to fight. I want to advance my career. I want to do all the things possible. Zilimurad, and that is a sick beard. Oh, my gosh, that is good. That is a good beard. Damn, good for you. Win the beard contest. I'm not trying to grow that, but yo, good job. Well done. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm an all-star in every sport. Bases loaded, we running full court. It's a touchdown. You better press record. I'm a champion with rings.
All right, let's see.
I'm an all-star in every sport. Bases loaded, we running full court. It's a touchdown. You better press record. I'm a champion with rings, but I need more. Prime time 21, yeah, on my Dion. I'm cooler than the AC on blast with the Freon. Run you over with the shoulder, that's the one you lean on. Hook shot, I'm a dream, tell your bitch be gone. Damn time, cross you over like triple too much. Yeah, I'm used to playing tackle, I don't know nothing about touch. Hit your fastball, play some Mookie, better home run, cause I've been doing this just like Brady in the shotgun. I run the 40-yard dash and the heartbeat. It happened in the flash like nobody else can stop me. Home court advantage or the outdoor concrete. Anyone can get it or the competition obsolete. I'm an all-star in every sport. Bases loaded, we running full court. It's a touchdown.
Yo, I just want to say these Brave fights are wild. Like, all of them been good. Only one is going to a finish. Oh, I'm trying to do Instagram stories, so you're gonna see me mess up a lot. But let's hear this first. I'll probably get
In
to
the
it.
Bantamweight division, introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional
Yeah,
record.
I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna do this Instagram thing. Yo, Brave Combat Federation 71 has been wild. There have been all finishes, one fight, went the distance, and now we're at the co-main event, which is a bantamweight fight. If you guys didn't see, I just got announced as the next contender for the championship bantamweight vacant belt. So I'll be fighting for the belt in Bogota, Colombia, August 11th, and during the IMF Pan American Games. And I'm super excited. And this fight right now against Zilimurad and Nicolas might be the contender fight to see who fights us next between myself and Nicolas and Abdullah. I'm telling you, these fights are wild. Doing the watch party, still having a good time. And yo, I'm not gonna lie, this is fun to watch. And dude, look at this epic beard. Look at Zilimurad's epic beard. That is a good one. This is my fight commentary. Oh my gosh, he wins the beard battle.
Representing KHK Team Bahrain and fighting out of Russia, presenting Zilimurad Hamza. Your referee in charge is the Vanilla Gorilla, Mr. Aaron Wallace.
All right. So 32 years old, still in his prime, Zilimurad, 27 for the other guy. And Nicolas is much taller with the reach as well, and the weight practically the same.
Irish Thunder, there is a mighty difference in height here. Zilimurad,
Yeah, no, I
obviously,
feel
is
you. It's
gonna
gonna be my
wanna
next
minimize
opponent
that by
too.
getting in close to his opponent, ideally with him on top.
And honestly, I want to see how Zilimurad gets in, because that's honestly what I'm gonna have to do with my next opponent as well. Not even just trying to go for the takedown, but just inside, get inside those arms.
Zilimurad would have gotten that read very quickly.
But we'll see. And it's very hard to train against somebody with that length and size because sometimes there's someone that length, but they might be at a completely different weight class than you. It's hard. It gets very difficult.
Your opponent down, get top position and smash. And that is something Zilimurad Alkhazov has been an expert at so far during the course of his Brave Combat Federation career.
Let's see. Zilimurad has fought the flyweight division, and most of his guys have been his size. So can he do the same thing he's been doing at the flyweight division now at the bantamweight?
And again, he backs up, Phil. He's not going to stalk forward. He's not going to move.
Nicolas seems pretty content. He's very bouncy, but you can tell he's on his back foot. Where, like, even though he's walking forward, he's ready to bounce back because Zilimurad is more than likely going to stay explosive. And he throws a high kick, but Zilimurad, he threw it too high. Zilimurad was able to duck under, but man, Nicolas got back up to his feet pretty fast. But it's hard because Nicolas is long. You look at the fights between DC and John Jones. DC was very hard for him to take down John because of the length, and that is a huge factor. And even Nicolas looks like he's trying to take down Zilimurad. The length becomes a huge factor when it comes to taking someone down. So even though Zilimurad, like myself, same height, being a short center of gravity and it's at our strength, to take down someone taller, you have to make sure you have a really good lock. If not, the length plays a huge factor. Seriously, it sucks.
Zilimurad is landing some nasty shots from this clinch position. It's a neutral position, but Zilimurad clearly has the advantage here.
Nice little shots to the body, but when they're doing a really good job of defending the takedown and showing just how strong he is.
He's got his hands gripped. Typically, when the opponent doesn't, that can set up a takedown.
I'm surprised Nicolas wants to stay here. I'm surprised he doesn't want to just let go and make it an open fight. Oh, and Zilimurad went for an opposing side Nagi, but couldn't get it.
When they being the natural bantamweight, does he potentially hold that natural strength?
But it's harder when you're slippery, and again, the length plays a huge factor. But it went down to the knees. Didn't get it.
Zilimurad digging into those short, sharp shots to the ribs.
That's easy for you to say. Say it 3 times quickly.
Phil's having fun in the commentary booth.
Like the Abbas Khan, Omar Hussein fight, a lot of this taking place against the cage, and Wendy giving a really solid account of himself so far in the opening round.
Wendy, having denied both of those takedowns, must be feeling very happy with himself. His fear, of course, was he get put in his back and held there for nearly the entire 5-minute round. That hasn't happened. That said, Zilimurad is doing the better job from the clinch. It's a neutral position, but he's causing more damage.
And this is I'm surprised it stayed in the clinch. They're both landing some nice knees. Zilimurad, nice short hooks.
Over the right eye of Zilimurad.
But Nicolas is making it a short person fight, and you're using a lot more strength than it needs to. Zilimurad is not struggling as much.
Utilize his height, utilize his range.
He may be trying to feel everything his opponent has, Phil. May want to test himself.
I'm really surprised Nicolas is staying in this clinch. I would think he would want to break away, just keep this a stand-up fight.
Southern Africa, and now he is reaching out across the globe. Looks like a knee went
excellent groin shot.
Low. I don't see a lot of harm in that. I don't think any foul will be called, but certainly the Vanilla Gorilla will have a little word with the man from Zimbabwe.
Make sure to put the man from Zimbabwe in the neutral corner. Never something you like to see, but it's something that happens, you know, not with great frequency in mixed martial arts, thankfully, but sometimes when these fighters are fighting in close quarters and they're trying to pick their shots, there's only certain places it can go when you're in those close quarters, and it goes at that upward trajectory.
Another difficult factor is from that over-under, from that 50-50, you cannot see the hips. You're throwing that knee forward, believing you know
Let's see.
where the groin is, but you don't always.
Now back to the open stance. Zilimurad immediately shoots. And man, Nicolas got some great balance. But Zilimurad is able to finally get him down, and it was good scrambling by Zilimurad to be able to get position. But now, how does Nicolas do off his back? He's trying to get up.
Didn't give Wendy any kind of time to settle back into the fight, and
And honestly, this is good. This is good stylistically to see how Nicolas is getting up so I can better prepare for my fight. Because more than likely, I'm going to take Nicolas down. And if I do, how is he more than likely going to try to get back up using his length to do so?
The fact that a lot of the time there's a little bit of a discrepancy in the wrestling.
The wrestling is not typically.
Whoa, a nice head kick. But Zilimurad keeps on ducking into it.
But Wende is putting that stereotype to bed with this kind of performance.
That was a very, very good round by Nicolas. I'm going to give it to Zilimurad slightly just because of that takedown and slight control, but Zilimurad immediately goes to the fence and put his arms up. Usually signifies you're already tired. Now, maybe him bumping up to another weight class didn't help him with the conditioning, because at least for me, going down the flyweight took a lot out of me. I know it did for Zilimurad as well. But, I mean, in general, Nicolas was throwing those head kicks constantly, and that's what you need to do against a shorter fighter. It's really hard to block and catch those kicks. The only reason Zilimurad was able to catch that one is Nicolas shot a little too high, and it just went over the head, and he was able to catch. But this became a clinching battle, which I'm surprised Nicolas decided to stay there because it involves a lot of strength. But maybe he wants to tire out Zilimurad and believes he has better conditioning in him as well. But that length, it was very hard for Zilimurad to get him down. And Nicolas did a really good job at scrambling and making Zilimurad fight. A phenomenal job, honestly.
Start setting down on his shots, trying to land a little bit harder punches in this round. However, he's got to stay moving. He's got to stay on that bicycle. Has to stay.
Man, everyone's sharing my stuff. I appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate the love and support. I just posted the fight news, and you guys are killing on Instagram. I really, seriously, I couldn't do this without you guys, and it means a lot.
Zilimurad, not tall, but he's got incredible speed when he's tied up. He throws shots so fast they can be a little hard to see even when you're staring at the fight, but they land with visible effect.
Second round of our co-main event. Nicolas da Wende making his Brave Combat Federation debut.
All right, let's see this.
Making his Bantamweight debut in Brave Combat Federation.
And
Nicolas is doing a good job throwing those kicks, using those kicks to keep his distance. That's what you need to do. It's a very, very smart thing. Because as a wrestler, you're going to have to respect that. You either take it, or you run into it, or you just stay away. And so far, Zilimurad is either taking it or staying away. He hasn't walked into it yet.
He's doing a great job. As soon as he thinks there's potentially giving up a little bit of space here, he just retreats a little bit.
Ooh, nice leg kick by Nicolas.
Reestablishes the distance. It's very, very smart.
Nicolas is doing a really good job at keeping his distance. And Zilimurad's really struggling because he doesn't have head movement, nor does he have boxing. So just shooting in and being explosive with that is fine, but you're going to probably take a beating just to get inside.
He just shifted.
Nicolas almost went to take Zilimurad's back. But I'm surprised Zilimurad isn't staying forward. He's kind of running away from Nicolas a little bit. And it shows how strong Nicolas is, where even Zilimurad doesn't want to grapple with them. But the more outside Zilimurad is, the more damage he's going to take from those kicks.
If I had to guess, Phil, and it's just a guess, I think he's a little bit thrown off by the speed and the limb length. Typically, when you fight a taller fighter, they're not as fast as you are, and you have that. In this situation, we've got the exact opposite. You've got a taller fighter, bigger reach, and he's quicker.
Nicolas missed the kick. Zilimurad was able to grab a single leg, but it's very hard to take down Nicolas. Nicolas is strong, but he does get him down. Beautiful trip. Someone bleeding? I see blood on the back of... Zilimurad. Someone's bleeding. But if it's on the back, I'm just going to assume that Nicolas is bleeding. But I have no clue. I could be wrong. Nice job of Zilimurad, just staying on top and staying aggressive, making Nicolas work off his back. But this also tires out Zilimurad because it's a fight to keep him down.
Looking for a back
take. Nicolas is scrambling and he's up. Oh my gosh. Well done by Nicolas. That's great scrambles, man. He's strong. He's very strong.
Want to move forward.
Beautiful shot by Zilimurad again. This is a beautiful outside dump. And I think now he hopefully might be tiring out Nicolas. But this is what Zilimurad needs to do. He needs to stay aggressive, stay on top. And he's hooking the leg so far. Zilimurad is just holding him down, Nicolas down in referee's position. Nicolas trying to get up, but Zilimurad needs to start getting positioned, locking it down, and start going for submission. Beautiful outside trip. And he's able to posture over the mount. But Nicolas gives up his back. Zilimurad has double hooks in. Now he has one underhook in. He has two underhooks in. And it's just a backpack ride. He's just holding them up. And Zilimurad smart. Doesn't want to waste the time there. Nicolas scrambles back up to his feet. Yo, this guy, he's good. He's strong.
Love those little short elbows that
they are landing with.
And Zilimurad, wants to fight in the clinch. But Nicolas is strong. Doesn't care. He's running forward. But I think it's also untamed aggression, a little too much, because it's exactly where Zilimurad wants to be in this little clinch situation.
Able to take his opponent down. He evolved that a little bit. Doesn't get it the first time. He's going to go in a second.
Another dump. Great takedown by Zilimurad. And he's in a very safe position. This is a position where now he's in side mount. He can probably hold down if he puts that hip down. Excuse me. He could probably hold down Nicolas now for this one, but he's not locking down position, which I'm very surprised. It's a little untechnical by him, because I know how technical he is, but it just could be in the moment,
And throw some big shots. Not far away with a knee, and he's opened up a big cut on the face of Zilimurad.
Oh, elbows. Both of these guys throwing knees and elbows. Nice little trip of Zilimurad. Yeah, this is just a clinch battle. It's all a little Muay Thai fight now.
That are so characteristic of Zilimurad game. We're now seeing from the Saint.
And beautiful sweep by Zilimurad, or at least attempts.
That takedown worked in a previous round. He learned, he evolved. Didn't
Zilimurad,
work that
his
time.
posture, beautiful, another double leg, but his posture just seems tired.
Look up timing in the
But Nicolas is fighting, man. He's making Zilimurad work.
No, that's not what you're going to see. It's going to be a definition of the word timing, but that's neither here nor there.
That's exhausting for both. But it looks like Nicolas has.
All jokes aside,
They're both like crawling to the quarter. Oh my gosh. Zilimurad had many really good wrestling shots in there, and his scrambles were well. But Nicolas is pretty resilient, and he's fighting back, man. But I'm gonna give that to Zilimurad. The first round was very back and forth. Zilimurad was able to get one takedown, but did nothing with it. And Nicolas landed more strikes. So honestly, I might give that first round to Nicolas. A very close round. And I should have scored it when I just saw it because it was fresh in my mind. But I'm gonna go 1-1 to play it safe. I'm gonna go 1-1 because Nicolas was forward. He was the aggressor, landed more strikes. But he did get taken down.
You're correct, Phil.
And there were a lot of knees in that clinch from both.
We are now looking at a 20-18 round. That means the only way, in all likelihood,
they gave it to 2-0 to Zilimurad, which again I could see. I really don't remember the first round because this one was fresh in my head. So
that said, it's very hard to come out and look for a knockout because in order to do that, your position, your hips, you got to commit to it. The hips sink down a little bit. The footwork isn't as fluid. He's got a very tough round ahead of him.
Oh, no tap of the gloves.
But he knows everything about mixed martial arts. And on the single leg is Zilimurad again. And a little bit of 50-50. Needs to be wary of an inverted triangle here.
All right, so Zilimurad is able to get him down.
The arm
is in place. But Zilimurad has been in this position literally thousands of times. Certainly there's no danger of a submission here.
It doesn't look like Nicolas has any type of like major jiu-jitsu game. He has a triangle technically locked, but it's not anything anymore.
In tighter.
And Nicolas is out. Oh, beautiful knee.
Phenom knee.
He tried to throw an uppercut. A Zilimurad with a jumping
Zilimurad with a knee of his own.
This fight, if you are a fan of mixed martial arts, you are in.
So Nicolas keeps on trying to go for the guillotine, but that's also taking him down. He hasn't perfected it to be able to use it to his advantage. Even if he doesn't get it, to use it to stand up and make the fighter know, like, hey, you shouldn't shoot in on me. But Zilimurad is definitely tired. He's going on his heels. Nicolas is being aggressive, but I think a little too aggressive because Zilimurad just keeps going down for the single and dumping him down. It's just Nicolas, I think, now needs to start throwing those knees, start throwing those uppercuts. But he's not. He's just going too aggressive, walking forward to straight punches. Oh, just missed with the kick. But that was a great opportunity to do so. Oh my gosh. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. They're both exhausted, but Nicolas is pushing forward. Valimurad's going back. Oh. And beautiful. Valimurad has beautiful dumps. His single legs are amazing. But honestly, he's doing the right thing, just staying on top and surviving. He's being smart. He's winning this fight. He has one hook in. Nicolas needs to move, man.
Zilimurad had no difficulty getting into the single, some taking it to the ground. He's now taking it to the next level. He got into the single, he took it to the ground, and now
finally is able to hold position like I was talking about earlier and lock the back down. Nicolas needs to get out.
To the body from there.
Zilimurad, it's almost like he has downloaded the cheat codes or something. He's throwing the...
This is what he needed to do. And he's in a dominant position, so even if he holds on to this without really being active, they're not going to stand you up. At least they're not supposed to. Oh, Valimurad looks like he's falling off to the side a little bit. Nicolas, he reestablished himself. It's a good fight.
It is fully in place.
This is a very good fight.
And right now, in the depth of the third round, this is bound to be so draining for Wendy. Every breath that he takes and every breath that he lets out is going to make that body triangle just a little bit tighter.
The Saint wants to take that.
This is a very good fight, but Nicolas is stuck here. He's not doing anything to try to get the hooks out. Valimurad's going to win this fight.
Zilimurad clearly saw that coming.
He has a body triangle, but the leg on the inside, which is not as tight, but it's harder to get out of. No, now it's just a regular back take.
Zilimurad continuing with those little heel strikes.
Oh, Valimurad falls to the side. Nicolas is up top. He made the minor mistake. It might cost him. A minute and a half left. Nicolas needs to break away and just start striking knees, elbows, uppercuts. Valimurad is tough, man. He's pushing through. Creates a little space, going another for a single leg.
He needs separation. He needs to get into the open forum.
Nicolas is striking, man. He's strong. Nicolas is very, very strong. He's tough, and this is something I expect from the contender belly. Just to not give up. He's very strong. He's resilient. He's the underdog. He's trying to prove a point, trying to change his life. That's the way I look at it. And that's why I hate being the favorite. I love being the underdog because I'm trying to change my life and trying to change those statistics. And that's what Nicolas is trying to do. And that's what Nicolas is trying to do now. But Valimurad is doing his thing, man. That is awesome.
Put in his years on the mat.
Valimurad is very, very tired. Doesn't matter if it's at bantamweight or not. And even though Valimurad is a teammate, maybe one day I am going to have to fight him. I almost did in the flyweight tournament. That's why we were on the opposite side of the brackets. You know, it's for the belt. Or it was for the belt.
20 seconds. It's do or die for the Saint right now. Valimurad so intelligent. His fight IQ has been absolutely through the roof in this fight.
10 seconds left. Looks like Valimurad is going to come out with a decision. Whether the first round wins to Nicolas or not, it could be 3-0. It could be 2-1. But either way, Valimurad, I believe, got this decision. Nicolas is tough, though, man. That's very surprising of how tough he was. And I'm not saying because he's an African fighter or because I haven't heard of him. He's just Valimurad is a very, very talented fighter. And to give Valimurad such a tough time as he did, that is impressive.
That was a terrific
and it also kind of stylistically helps me in my next fight just watching this.
And Zilimurad,
you know, improve on what Valimurad did wrong, work on what he did right, and look at Nicolas' strengths and kind of take that into consideration for my next bout.
He faced a fighter with some very,
stylistically,
very,
they're very similar. I actually think Nicolas is longer.
Footwork, lightning fast kicks. He appeared to struggle with those early on. And then he found his range. He managed to keep it in close enough to pick up that single leg or far enough away and moving away. So if a kick got through, he was moving away from it. The timing wouldn't be enough to knock his lights out. Very disappointed. Nicolas the Saint, Wenda standing in his corner. He has nothing to be disappointed about. He put on a
That was a
terrific
very, very good
performance.
fight by both. And
I
again,
hope very much to see
just
him
to give
again
anyone a
in
tough
the
fight,
Brave Combat Federation cage.
Zilimurad is a very, very good opponent.
Ideally
And
against
I
an
would
opponent
easily
that
have a
will
hard time with
allow
him.
an exchange of those
So Nicolas doing his
lightning-fast
thing,
kicks
man.
and
That is
punches.
amazing. He might have not won this fight, but he showed, man, he can go against some of the best. And with a little more experience, he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 incredible rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored the bout 30-27 in favor of your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Zilimurad Hamza.
Good fight by Zilimurad. Tough fight by him. Very tough fight. Let's hear this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a victorious Zilimurad Alkhazov. 3 rounds of incredible action. Give us your thoughts on the fight. Wende was coming in as a little bit of an unknown. Were you surprised at just how dangerous he was?
Zilimurad, ты был удивлен тому, как он провел с тобой бой?
Да, спасибо моему, поэтому, как его, сопернику. Вот, я устал. Это и говорит о том, что он удивил меня. Я не ожидал от него такого давления. Спасибо, Венде.
Yes, it was very tough opponent, and I want to say thank you to my opponent. I'm very tired, and it talks about my opponent was very tough. He make a good work.
Now, you've made the move up to Bantamweight. You've competed most of your career at flyweight. You're the #1 contender in the flyweight division. Do you see yourself staying at Bantamweight, or could you potentially be competing in both divisions and do something like Mohammed did and become a double champion in Brave Combat Federation?
Ты дрался в более легкой весовой категории, сейчас поднялся в 61. Ну, ты был претендентом на пояс в 57. Ты собираешься остаться в 61 или все-таки думаешь вернуться в 57?
Да, я давно хотел перейти на 61. Наверное, я чувствую более комфортно на 61. Потому что на 57 много приходится гонять. Ну, как вы знаете, я там в Гран-при в финале был соперник по определенным обстоятельствам. Соболезную, конечно, ему тоже, Алибу Гаудинов. Как-то затянулся наш бой, а мне надо было идти дальше. Я вот решил перейти на 61. Если будет какое-то хорошее предложение за хороший чек, как это уже принято говорить, за хороший чек можно и на 60, и на 57. За пояс только.
It was my decision to go to 61. It's a long time ago. I made this decision long time ago. I was waiting for my opponent in Grand Prix, but our fight still didn't make, and I think I will stay in 61. But if it will be a chance to fight for the title, I can go in 57, maybe.
Now, Brave Combat Federation President Mohammed just announced the main event for Brave in Colombia. We have Shorty Torres taking on Nkose Ndebele.
You were scheduled at one point to fight Shorty Torres at flyweight.
Why they always
Is that
talk about me?
perhaps a fight that you would be interested in? And do you have a message for those two fighters competing in Colombia?
Сейчас будет мейн-эвент в Колумбии, там будет драться Шорти Торрес. Если он выиграет, интересен ли для тебя такой бой? Хочешь ли ты провести
They're always talking about me. It's
поединок
always
с ним?
me, man. Somebody always wants to punch me.
Да, я слышал, Шорти хорошо пошел на 61, уже несколько боев выиграл. Уже, как говорят, предлагают мне с ним уже при его победе в Колумбии с ним бой за пояс на 61. Да, я готов. Я готов с ним драться, поделить клетку и определить, кто из нас чемпион. Он тоже, кстати, представляет KHK. Ну, посмотрим, кто здесь главный.
Yes, I am ready to fight with Shorty Torres if he will win in Colombia.
Yay!
We both representing KHK.
Yes, sir.
And we will see who is number one in this weight category from KHK.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic
Hell
bout,
yeah,
sir.
brother. Can't wait.
Пользуясь случаем, хочу
Stay
поблагодарить
healthy, brother. I'll see you soon.
организатора шейха Халида и главный нашей команды. Он помогает. Спасибо ему за то, что он нам помогает. И еще хотел бы поблагодарить моих спонсоров, моего дядю Ильдуса. Вот здесь много спонсоров и каждого. Марата Иляру, а также с Лиги Центра, братья младшие и старшие, всем салам алейкум. А также мои спарринг-партнеры, мои тренера, Шараф, Ilyar, Zilimurad, Elias и Сейд, всем. Каждого не могу. Вот, даже забыл. В общем, спасибо всем.
I want to say thank you for Sheikh Khalid. He always supporting me, supporting our team. And I want to say thanks for all my coaches and for all my sponsors and for all my sparring partners. Thank you.
Well, congratulations one more time on a fantastic win. Ladies and gentlemen, the new force in the bantamweight division. Give it up for Zilimurad.
That was a great fight, brother, and I hope to one day get the honor and pleasure to fight you and to see who is the best fighter in KHK MMA at both the flyweight and bantamweight division. We just always somehow ran circles around each other, and excited to see how that fight would go. But first, Nicolas and Abdullah, hopefully I can do what you did against your opponent, and hopefully in a more dominant fashion. But hey, man, a win's a win. I'm excited for it. Congratulations, stay healthy, and hopefully everything stays well for you. Man, that's awesome. Good fight. An epic beard. Very, very epic beard.
Tonight, the featherweights take center stage. Two of the top 145 pounders in the world are on a collision course. The winner of this thrilling encounter will be the next on the line for the title. A title that can change hands only 4 days after. But that's for later. When Omar Salamanov and Ilyar Askanov step into the Brave CF arena, there will only be one goal in mind: get the #1 contender spot. This might look like a semifinal, but for one of those men, it will end their title run, and for the other, the final step to earn a date with history. For the fans, on the other hand, no matter the result, entertainment is guaranteed. Brave CF 71, Salamanov versus Askanov, tonight from Kingdom of Bahrain. Catch the action live on Brave TV.
This bout is brought to you by Brave Gym. Training for mind, body, and spirit. Brave, it's more than a gym. Featherweight contender Omar Salamanov is eager to book a world title shot at 145 pounds.
Yo, you guys went all out on the comment section. I usually like every post, so hopefully I don't get flagged for liking my stuff.
Who is ready to spoil the party, an inch closer to becoming the first Kazakh to hold Brave CF gold.
You guys snap. Look. So this is my post, right? Look at that. So look at all the comments. You guys snap. It just goes. It's been up for less than an hour, maybe like half an hour. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen of the brave nation, the time is now, the place is right here. It is time for our main
event of the
evening. Let's welcome our first warrior into the Brave CF71 arena. Fighting under the blue corner, representing Jeopard and Underdog Gym, and fighting out of Almaty, Kazakhstan. Please welcome Ilyar Ashkanov.
All right, Ilyar Ashkanov. I believe he's from Kazakhstan. So he more than likely has good boxing, good wrestling. Usually, I could be horribly wrong. All right, let's see. So we got the main event finally coming out. And when I say finally, there was a lot of fights. Only 2 fights have gone to the decision out of 7. So this is the last one. I don't see this going to decision. It is, I believe, going to be an all-out war. But whoever moves back in this fight, I believe, will be the loser. Whoever takes the center of the cage is the winner. But let's look at Ilyar, riding a 3-fight win streak, 75% finish rate. Another cue on that. Former national MMA lightweight champion. So in Kazakhstan, he was a national champ at the lightweight division. So he has a resume. He has tons of fights and a 75% finish rate. This man does work, but he's fighting a very tough opponent who I believe also has a high finish rate. So that's why I just don't believe he's going to go the distance.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Scorpion MMA, and fighting out of the Ukraine, please welcome Omar Solomonov.
Sorry, I'm rewatching them announcing my stuff. I'm trying to multitask here. It's August 12th? Huh. I swear I thought it was August 11th. Could be wrong.
There's something in the water. I made a black affair, but burning even hotter.
And Omar Solomonov. Yes. Let's see. A 10-fight win streak, 8 victories via KO, TKO, so again, a very high percentage. And Ukraine ADCC tournament champion. So he is very talented in jiu-jitsu as well and definitely on the ground. So with that being said, is he going to finish by TKO or KO on the ground, or is his opponent going to be able to finish it on the feet? I'm telling you, it's going to go to a finish. It's not going to go. I don't think it's going to go past the second round. Queuing it.
And now, Brave Nation, it's time for our main event of the evening, presented by our global partner, Greenhill. Your main event is sanctioned by the Bahrain Mixed Martial Arts Federation.
And I guess me.
Your 3 cage-side judges for this fight are Aaron Wallace, Adam Gustav, and Sharif Babu. Your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Decky Larkin. 2 warriors are ready to collide inside the Brave CF71 arena. Brave Nation, do not blink for this one, as it will be straight fire. 2 men enter, only 1 man leaves with his arm raised in victory. Who comes out on top in this amazing main event? It is time to find out. Let's introduce our 2 main event warriors. Brave Nation, can you feel the thunder? It's time to be brave.
I'm brave.
Before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, I have one question for you and one question only. For all those watching in the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain and the millions of people watching around the world, in the immortal words of the legend, Mr. Carlos Kramer, are you ready to be brave? Introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 12 wins and 4 losses. He stands 170 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 66.2 kilograms. Representing Jeopard and underdog team and fighting out of Almaty, Kazakhstan, presenting Ilyar Dynamite channel. And his opponents fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 11 wins and 2 losses. He stands 175 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 66.1 kilograms. Representing Scorpion MMA and fighting out of the Ukraine, presenting Omar Salomanov. For referee instruction, Declan, the Bandit Larkin.
All right, we look at the tail of the tape. 30 years old, 32, both in their prime. The height goes to Omar, and the weight practically the same. Dude, we're finally at the main event. 7 fights later, 8th fight on. Let's get it.
Thanks to our hospitality partner, Nordic Hotel and Spa, our hospitality partner for Combat Kingdom.
All right, let the fight begin.
Ooh, Scorpion stings early.
Ilyar
Both of them
versus
trading inside low kicks.
Omar.
Both having a visible effect.
Omar had a nice straight right there and was able to take down Ilyar.
Southpaw stance was a little bit trickier, a little bit more awkward.
He's trying to use offensive advantage to get back up.
I often liken him to a little bit of an unorthodox jukebox. You don't quite know what you're going to get. The Dynamite Ashkanov is a very, very dangerous fighter in his own right. 12 wins in his career, 9 coming by way of finish. 3 in the first round, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 in the fifth. Does have 6 submissions to his name, 4 rear naked chokes, 1 Bravo, and 1 armbar. And if you look at the streak that Omar Solomonov is currently on, 10 fights, 10 fight win streaks, 10 of 11 professional wins coming by way of finish. Incredibly aggressive with every facet of his game, as we're seeing right now.
Solomonov landed a huge number of shots there while he was riding. Let's see if he can defend against a single. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, he can. Dude, Omar's strong.
Very adroitly shut down that single leg attempt.
And now they're back in the feet.
And
Ilyar was able to get
you have
out.
the caveat in your mind that this fight
Oh,
has become the number
these
one
are
contender
winging punches.
in the featherweight division. Do you think that would change the approach for either
Oh
one
my
of these men?
gosh, never mind. Those are straight
Nice 1-2
punches,
by
but they're very
Solomonov.
aggressive by Omar.
I think, Phil, it changes the approach in training. If ever
Man,
there was
Omar's
a
like, come
moment
on, dude,
when
I'm
they
ready.
weren't
Stop
gonna
backing
do
up. Let's go.
another set of press-ups, when they weren't going to get up at 4 a.m.
man,
and run,
nice.
they're going to do it. We're seeing
Nice
both
cross,
these fighters
taking the
at the
back.
absolute
Omar's
peak
strong,
of their
man.
game.
He's
Solomonov
definitely
landing
stronger
some
than
nice
Ilyar.
shots there. That
Let me
rear
put this down a little bit. You guys talk too loud. I love you guys, but
career
Omar's strong. Omar's very, very strong.
Solomonov is doing a brilliant job of using wrestling riding techniques and landing some pretty big shots in there. He's not waiting until he gets to full side control to mount, to back mount, to start throwing an attack.
He had a shot in close quarters there. Solomonov is a master of sport in MMA and a national Ukrainian grappling champion under the no-gi ADCC banner. Ashkanov's doing such a good job.
Ooh, nice inside calf kick by Ilyar.
Gotten the read on countering with an inside low kick.
And now Ilyar takes on Omar. This is something different.
Dynamite Ashkanov.
Now, Omar is a ADCC champion. So being on his back, he might be a little more comfortable here. Looks like he's pushing off, trying to create some space, but more to try to get up than to attack any type of submission. Oh, but as I say that, he brings up a leg. Looks like he's going for Plata. And he's rolling over there. But Ilyar saw it coming. There was too much space. But Omar's trying to go for a takedown himself. Ilyar trying to reverse it, trying to go for a guillotine, trying to force Omar to move. But Omar is able to get the takedown again. Beautiful job. Pick up double, bring him to the other side of the fence. Ooh, nice takedown.
Matt Hughes and Frank Drake from back in the day brings his opponent over to his own corner.
Nice job. I'm telling you, Omar's very, very strong. And this is his type of fight. Anything on the ground is his style of conditioning as well. People forget about that.
And you realize just what these fighters go through for our entertainment inside the cage.
I was initially disappointed when during the COVID years, we didn't have any audience, but there certainly are some pluses to it. You can hear every shot land, and we did right there.
Solomonov trying to land that big left hook coming from the rear side, but perhaps got a little bit too tenacious there and invited the clinch from Ashkanov.
Oh, I lied. August 12th.
Both fighters trying still to get a little bit of a read on one another. Solomonov dips the head. If you notice when he's throwing those,
Ilyar just keeps on trying to shoot, and he's not able to set up his takedowns as well. But Omar is able to lock up and the kind of hold, but not the choke yet. He's trying to spin.
The corner of Ilyar can see that, and perhaps maybe time something on the counter there. Again, dipping the head.
Dips ahead, Phil, and he also throws his shots fairly wide. If they land, they do have a pretty great effect, but it takes a while to get there. The shortest
This is a very, I wouldn't say a back and forth round. I think Omar decisively took that because of the takedowns, because of the aggression.
That would be the shot right down the middle. I think you might say potentially, I'm just theorizing here, Kerry, that Ilyar Ashkanov has downloaded the data, has seen the things that we've just seen, and then is going
Omar just was
that
dominant with
into
the
his-
strikes,
into his
was dominant with
strategy going
takedowns,
into the
was
second
very
round.
aggressive naturally, and overall, I think he was the
Any
one that
call
round.
on who won that
And plus, you got
round,
a
Dynamite or the Scorpion?
driving double to go to the other
The
side.
most definitive bit of action was that big takedown by Omar Solomonov. I do think he landed a lot more of the more telling strikes, so I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to suggest that Solomonov is up 10-9.
I see Solomonov up 10-9, and what I liked most of him in this last round was as he's working for the takedown, he's causing damage. He doesn't stop. He doesn't just put the hands together and work and
Sorry,
work
I'm
and
trying to
work for the
reply back to
takedown.
everybody. It's kind of
Takedown
been
without
wild.
damage doesn't really count much anymore under the evolved unified rules. He's doing the sport the way it should be.
There's that another big winging shot, lands more on the shoulder of Ashkanov. Be interesting to see if he has the rear hand pinned in time, but more interested in the takedown right now. Good balance being exhibited by Solomonov. Trying to dig in for the underhook, trying to break that grip.
Ashkanov getting closer and closer. But
You know,
notice the
it's
difference, Phil. While
Ilyar
Ashkanov
keeps on
is working for
trying,
the
but
takedown, he's
I
not
think
landing
Omar's just
any
one step
shots.
ahead, and
He's
that's the
not
biggest
causing
problem.
damage.
I mean, obviously there's no fault in trying, and that's what he's doing. He's going all out, but I think Omar is just smarter, more technical, and I think even at some points even stronger.
That expels a lot of energy on the person.
Oh, nice uppercut.
It does indeed. We're seeing the effects of that right now.
Shot over the top from Ashkanov. Solomonov looks the fresher fighter.
Ashkanov's mouth is visibly open. Hands are lower than they should be.
Ooh. Both these guys are just kind of like throwing haymakers and chucking at each other because you can tell stylistically they're both ground fighters. Oh, nice uppercut. A
Nice
jumping
timing
lead
on that
uppercut.
left uppercut. Solomonov
Nice body kick.
showing cage generalship here.
Remember, like I
He's
said,
got a plan
whoever
and
takes the center of the
connecting.
cage is going to win this fight. Whoever's moving back is going to lose. And Omar Solomonov has been in the center the entire time.
Ashkanov still dangerous. Still
And he's
fought back
showboating a little bit too.
gamesmanship from Solomonov. Not quite sure. Trying to get in on the single leg was the best choice for him. Switches to the double, much more successful.
Got the legs shelved now.
Khabib in those legs, trying to raise them above the hip level. Hands clasped tight.
He's got a back. Punches are likely going to follow very, very shortly.
Doesn't quite have.
Oh!
Yeah, but he's working.
Oh, Omar takes it back. He has one arm under the neck, and it looks like he's trying to go for a rear naked choke. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? He's able to get a gable grip, and no, he did not. Beautiful job by
Like I told you,
Ilyar.
unorthodox jukebox. You just don't know what you're going to get.
There's a reason they say position before submission.
You really needed to get the hooks in there before he tried to work on the choke. Position before submission, a wise man once said. Solomonov absolutely winging the shots in. Throws everything into it.
In Las Vegas, and
Scorpion's
I will be there
durability
next week.
certainly coming to the fore here.
Nice little pot shots to distract Solomonov from Ilyar. Very, very grueling fight, and I'm pretty sure the champion Roman Bogatov, who defends his title this Friday at Brave
Woo.
City
So,
here in Bahrain, will be watching
Omar
this very
tried to take a
as
shot,
well.
kept on getting stuck, and now is trying to get around. And see, I think he's just technically better than Ilyar.
Wins that fight on the 23rd. Brave Nation is going to fight the winner.
Oh, nice
of
little
this
elbow
fight.
by
A
Ilyar.
couple of elbows.
Beautiful.
We
This
forget
is
about those. Trust me,
incredibly
I've
important
took an
under
elbow
the
to the
evolved
face while taking
understanding of
someone's
the
back because I
unified
forget.
rules. If you take somebody down and you hug on their back and they elbow you 1, 2, 3, 4 times,
I gotta
5,
put my
6,
phone down
7,
because everyone is
They're winning.
messaging me.
Yes, the more damaging shots in this exchange, in this grappling exchange, the more damaging shots have been landed by Ashkanov. They're continuing to do so. You cannot elbow at a downward angle, but you can elbow in an upward fashion.
Solomonov excelled earlier on in looking for shots as he was riding, as he was looking for a takedown. Dynamite has now borrowed that technique and he's using it to good effect.
Needs to be careful with his shot selection here, and that's much smarter. Larkin just giving him a warning for one errant shot in the back of the head.
He's trying to do the Khabib, lock on the triangle the legs.
Of attrition, Carrick. I thought calling the fights under these.
Omar's just staying aggressive, and that's, I believe, what he needs to do. He's tiring out Ilyar. And I think the third round, it can go to a finish because of it.
Dynamite stands up.
Nice sweep.
Taken down again, but again, I want to emphasize, a takedown in and of itself means next to nothing. We're looking for damage or what that could have been, which was a very significant.
Omar's just taking advantage, and he's using his strength, and he walks on over compared to Ilyar, just sat down and stayed down.
Without the hooks in, and first time lost the position because of that. But even though Solomonov was landing the takedowns, the more telling action, the greater damage in this fight was done by Elias.
Can you make a round call for that one, Phil?
Realistically, I would be inclined to side with Ashkanov in that round, just because of the more telling shots that he landed. So for me, you're going into the third round to potentially one apiece.
I agree, Phil. Going by the damage criteria, the simplest way to look at a combat sports bout, who's wearing it more? Yeah. I think Dynamite landed the more significant shots in that round. I do believe, although I'm not a judge, I do believe we are going into this round even. That means whoever wins this round wins this fight.
On both corners, I'm sure.
Oh, whoever wins this round wins this fight. So they gave it 1-1. I gave it 2-0 to Omar.
If you want to make it,
but I think they gave it to Ilyar the first round because he was able to be in Omar's guard for a while and hold him down, but he wasn't active. He wasn't doing anything.
Dynamite stalking now.
But let's look at it that. Let's look at it as 1-1.
Throwing those odd angled shots.
Oh, nice shot by Ilyar. And Omar just puts his hands up like, hey, I got this. What's up? That wasn't hard.
Which usually means that it did. Right up against the cage wall now. Good head placement from Ashkanov. Just making things uncomfortable for Solomonov.
It's a brutal struggle against the Brave Combat Federation fence now.
Oh, nice short elbow. I'm genuine with the way both these men have been winging their shots, and I'm surprised there hasn't been a clash of heads. Solomonov again trying to get in on the takedown, denied by Ashkanov.
Two are largely shutting each other down now.
Nice little shot on the break there from Solomonov.
Hands together.
Let's see this.
The double leg has been the go-to.
So Omar has been phenomenal with the takedowns. He's been struggling to hold down Ilyar. Ilyar has been doing enough to get up, but again, that's not winning Ilyar the rounds. Yes, you can get up and escape and do this and do that, but he's struggling to stay up. And now with his back control, this is very hard to get out of. And Omar's kind of forcing in that rear naked choke. It's not under the neck, but you can get Khabib style face crank, and those suck because it feels like your teeth are gonna like just crush inside.
You try and work for the rear naked choke. I say that with the greatest of respect to Solomonov. He's a fantastic athlete, but you know, conventional wisdom dictates that you establish the hooks and you establish the position before the submission.
And there's a lot of wisdom behind that. Conventional wisdom.
Oh, I was behind the head. Better watch that.
These elbows from Dynamite. Again, if you're taken down and you land more shots, even if they're relatively small, you are winning.
Looks like he has a Kimura lock now. He's just kind of going for broke.
Denied. Little ankle pick. They are fighting for inches now. Knee to the legs maybe coming. That knee to the body.
2.5 minutes left in the third and final round. Who wants to be the #1 contender? Oh, that's a huge knee right up the middle, Kerry.
Again, timing is everything in this sport. That shot hit as the opponent was moving away. Had it been the opposite as the chin was coming down, that could have been a fight ender right there in front of us.
Ashkanov jumps guard, and I'm not quite sure if it's an arm men.
He's trying to go for a guillotine. He jumps guard.
Ashkanov's putting absolutely everything into this.
And he's trying. The only problem is he's on his back. So Omar can survive. I wouldn't say easily, but as long as he keeps pressuring, he's fine. But
a little bit too high.
For me, Ashkanov is flat backing with it. He's pulling.
yeah, he's flat ball. Now there's a little bit of an angle here.
He's trying to pull at the neck. A little bit better now, but
here he goes.
Now he's out.
But head is out.
I think he may have just expelled a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Because he was flat backing and pulling up the neck, he wasn't creating the right.
There's a minute left. Can Ilyar get up from the bottom, or can Omar finish this fight? And right now he's on top, pushing the pace.
Form is still functional. Sometimes after a squeeze like that, fighters can't even make a fist.
The lactic acid that must be pumping through the arms of Ashkanov now.
A little warning, I believe, for a
yeah,
shot
with the
to
elbows in the back of the head.
Completely inadvertent. Declan is making sure that there was no damage from that elbow, making sure the fighter recognizes he cannot hit. Imagine a cell phone fill on the very top of your head, run it down the back of the head. You got to stay out of that area.
I always like to think of it as the Chuck Liddell Mohawk all the way down.
Are you buying your flight now? When are you buying your flight?
Ashkanov playing a dangerous game here with the fingertips and with the revised rule set of MMA. If you have fingertips on the
save your money, and I'll definitely keep you posted because I'm gonna buy my brother and my cousin's flight, and then I can do it all at once. So you just give me money or whatever. I'll figure it out, but I'll definitely keep you posted. It will not be for like another month or so. But I'll definitely know. Save your money, save the dates. My flight is August 12th, and I'm gonna be there 2 weeks beforehand. So even if you want to fly in earlier, you can.
Big shots landing.
That may just
a beautiful fight.
To win the
I'm going to give it to Omar just because of his aggression, his control, his takedowns.
Know who won that fight.
Ilyar, I think, just...
I am not one of the official judges here.
I don't know. I saw it 3-0. These, Carrot sees it possibly 2-1. Which way? He sees it maybe going even a split decision. But I don't know. I see it as an easy fight for Omar. Giving us on my phone a little bit, trying to respond back to everybody on social media, so my apologies. But
was sprawling. Meanwhile, Ilyar, dynamite.
I just think Ilyar was always on the defensive.
Down,
with that being said, let me use the bathroom break.
Catch his breath.
Oh God.
These are two very, very different looking fighters. At the end of this, the third and final round in this, the 8th and final fight in what's been an amazing show. Brave Combat Federation 71 here in Combat Kingdom, the beautiful Kingdom of Bahrain. What's going on right now, Brave Nation, is there's the head official will be going to each judge's table, grabbing the scorecard, and then tallying up the numbers. Unless there's a very uneven round, it's typically 10-9, 9-10. This is a...
Now let's see who won the main event for Brave Combat Federation 71. And for you guys who don't know, there is another card on Friday, which is supposed to be even bigger and badder. All right, the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a war in our main event of the evening. After 3 rounds of incredible action, we go to your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored the bout 30-27 for your winner, a new #1 contender in the Brave Combat Federation Featherweight Division. Fighting under the red corner, Omar Solomon!
Yep, it's exactly what I expected. But I also thought I was going to go to a finish, so I'm very surprised with that. But it just shows how high level these guys are, being able to survive.
Yes, oh, yes, please. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the new #1 contender in the featherweight division, Omar Solomonov. Omar, first, your thoughts on the fight. While you were waiting for the judge's decision, were you confident that you had done enough to win all 3 rounds?
On Friday, June 23rd, Brave Combat Federation closes out Combat Kingdom in style as Brave CF72 takes over the MMA world with a huge fight card. In the main event of the evening, featherweight world champion Roman Bogatov goes all out to maintain his belt against top contender and knockout machine Namat Abdrashitov, while 2 of the best flyweights in the world collide as the co-main event sees Mohammed Idrisov taking on Bidzina Gavashvelishvili for a place at the top of the 125-pound rankings. Tune in to watch the biggest and best superstars from around the world in a fight night for the ages in the Combat Kingdom. Brave CF72, live from the Kingdom of Bahrain. Catch the action live on Brave TV.
All right, guys, so we are done with Brave Combat Federation 71. On Friday is Brave Combat Federation 72 with amazing fights, which you also just saw the card right there. Honestly, man, I had a lot of fun watching this, and it was a very fast card because there was a lot of finishes. Only 2 fights went the distance, and even the start with Ito, the Abdullah, just coming back and forth to the Filipino fighter, being able to do his thing. For me, I think that was probably my favorite fight of the entire card. Then you have Mahmoud doing his thing, how aggressive and how talented he is with his wrestling. Ramazan, obviously, just being such a dominant fighter, and the way he scrambled to lock and finish that submission. And then for me, the co-main event, I mean, Abbas Khan as well did his thing, but Vali Morad, this was against the African fighter, was Nicolas, was pretty much almost like a blueprint of what my game plan is going to be. I have to get in close. I might have to take this fight down and keep it down. How scrambly is my opponent going to be? How is the length going to change my fight? What am I going to do? What struggles does Vali Morad have? I think Vali Morad is a better inside grappler than I am when it comes to the wrestling style. And so I'm just like, yo, I'm going to need to work on some stuff to be able to keep my opponent down if the fight does end up there. So I'm excited. You know, obviously there's some differences between Nicolas and Nikos Nilibeli and myself and Vali Morad, but you know, that fight's first, and then maybe Vali Morad later on in the day to see who's the best cage KMMA fighter, which I'm really excited for that one. He's a phenomenal fighter. But with that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed. August 12th, I'll be fighting in Bogota, Colombia for the Pan American Games during Brave Combat Federation Pan American Week. And for me being Mexican, American, Puerto Rican, I think that is a big statement for myself because I'm part of all the Americas to be able to come on through and come support, you know, my side of the world and show that we can put on a statement for all the Latinos especially. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love, support. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please message me on Instagram, Jose Shorty Torres. If you need anything, have any questions, comment on my recent post. I appreciate love, support. Thank you so much. And